up in boom, 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 boom. Tell me I'm the only one that you love. Life could be a dream, sweetheart. Oh, 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 life could be a dream. And I think plans would come true. And I think spend my whole life loving you. Life could be a dream, sweetheart.
Stop playing with them, fool.
Всем привет, дорогие друзья! Добро пожаловать на стрим-интервью с разработчиками игры The Horus Heresy, Betrayal at Calth. Сегодня у нас 21:00 по Москве, 15 марта 2018 года. Alright, that was just a little heads up, what we're doing today. Мы сегодня будем разговаривать с двумя замечательными людьми. Энтони — это главный геймдизайнер игры, и Эрин. Эрин у нас арт-директор проекта. All right, I just introduced you guys to the crowd. Now, if you want to say hi, now's the time.
All right, hello. So I'm Erin. I am one of the lead artists here at Steelwool Games, and this is Anthony.
Hey, I'm lead game design.
Okay.
Something like that.
All right. Oh, basically I said that already, so it's fine. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, let me just explain how this is gonna go down today. В общем, ребят, смотрите, суть в том, что я буду задавать ваши вопросы из чата совершенно бесплатно, при условии, что они интересны. Вопросы, на которые ребята не могут ответить, или на которые, некорректно отвечать, или которые просто, глупые, я не буду озвучивать. Если у вас есть глупый, но очень настойчивый вопрос, гарантированно можете задать его через донат. Вот, донаты... от 150 рублей, вопрос по Вахе, сами понимаете, 150 рублей заносим, все, можете спросить, короче. Так что, в принципе, как-то так, соответственно, вы можете писать, в чат можете, на самом деле, поздоровайтесь, скажите что-нибудь по-английски, да, поздоровайтесь, они видят чат, они смотрят, вы можете сейчас с ним поздороваться. Alright, guys, you might want to take a look in the chat. Our audience gonna do their best to salute you in Russian. I mean in English. Sorry.
Thank you.
All right, hey everybody.
Thanks. I'm really embarrassed here because your guys' English is better than mine.
Is your Russian at least? Anyway, so okay. It's not gays, it's guys. It's different. Hengiri Mamayev, it's not gays. Gays is, let me just explain.
Okay. I'm gay, it works.
They're just confusing letters, I know. Hi, guys. See, yeah, guys. Now, guys, with you, ребята, you, вот не gays, да. Okay, so here's the first good question that I have. So you got a game based on Calth only, or you gonna try and involve other events from the Heresy?
Well, for right now, we've just basically got the license to do the Betrayal at Calth board game.
Okay.
For a version of that. So that's about all we've got at this point. Is just if it was on Calth, then that part of it. So Word Bearers, Ultramarines.
Значит, окей. В общем, вопрос был такой, типа, будет ли что-то еще по Ереси Хоруса или только о Calth? В общем, так как игра про Calth, она называется Betrayal at Calth, логично, что там все будет про Calth. Вот, поэтому пока что нет. Swanson, alright, Swanson sent a message saying, hey guys, hello guys.
Hello goose.
Yeah, see how the bot read that? Hello goose. The bot can't really read English, but, thanks a lot. So... just a quick reminder. Если вопросы глупые, ребят, я не спрошу. Если вопросы из доната, но тоже глупые, тоже не спрошу. Поэтому подумайте хорошенько. Из доната больше шанс, что спрошу, конечно. Вот. Не стесняйтесь, здоровайтесь. Короче, пишите по-английски. Если вы не знаете английский, пишите по-русски, я переведу. Вот, не переживайте. Okay, now let me just add a little bit of sound to you guys. Make you a tad bit louder. Let's see about that. Okay, that should work. Okay, can you try saying something?
Hello.
This is much better.
Does that work?
Yes.
All right, cool.
This is much better. Ребят, как вы их слышите? Okay, let's do a little sound check with... in future project, can we see the Gal Vorbak? It's not Vorlak, it's Vorbak, son of Cadia.
Right.
So there's a good question about Gal Vorbak.
Right. No, we were told Games Workshop considers his story already told, and we were to do our own story alongside that. So initially we were going to include him and is it Athon, but then we were told not to.
Okay.
Because they wanted us to do our own story.
Our own story, okay. Let me translate that. В общем, сейчас был вопрос, а будет ли рассказано про Галварбак? Галварбак, как вы знаете, это одержимый хаосом подразделение несущих слова, одержимые демонами. Кас Пушкин. Спасибо, чувак.
Вот и настал тот момент, когда Шон решил подтянуть знания английского языка.
Да.
Приятного вечера.
Спасибо, мужик.
И да Magnus not betrayed.
Yeah, Magnus. Okay, so we got a running joke here. It says Magnus didn't betray the Emperor. Okay, so and Lehman Russ is an asshole. Basically, that's the running theme here in Russia. So you're gonna hear a lot of that. That Magnus did not betray the Emperor, and Lehman Russ is an asshole. So just ignore that. Anyway, короче, в общем, вопрос был про Галварбак. Они сказали, что мы изначально хотели рассказать отдельно о Галварбак, то есть добавить их в игру, но Games Workshop считает, что эта история уже рассказана, и они хотят, чтобы они, наоборот, привнесли больше в лор, да, то есть больше рассказали об игре, поэтому они не будут о Галварбак рассказывать. Okay, so there's a really good question. Will we be able to play the traitors in the campaign? Можно ли будет играть за предателей в кампании? Alright, go ahead, please.
Not in the campaign.
Okay.
You can play as word bearers in multiplayer, but not in the campaign.
Окей. Только в мультиплеере, ребят, в компании за них не будет. Well, maybe if the game is successful enough, you can do an expansion where you play as the heretics.
Oh, yeah.
Sure, yeah.
That would be really cool to be able to do.
Yeah. Я спросил, ребята, а если у вас, типа, игра действительно выстрелит, может быть, сделайте дополнение, захотят бы, они, сказали, что да, с удовольствием бы сделали. Okay. Okay, here's a pretty good question by none other than Konstantin Valdor himself. So he asks, will you be adding any kind of Legionis Astartes Auxilia? Non-Space Marine units, essentially like regular soldiery stuff?
Again, no. Basically, we've just got what is in the Betrayal at Calth board game, so Marines against Marines.
Okay.
We will see other units like Terminators and Dreadnoughts.
Yeah, because this is an adaptation of the board game as.
I see. Okay. Let me translate that. Ну, в общем, они говорят, что нет, не будут они вводить никого из ауксилий и так далее, из обычных солдат, потому что у них адаптация настольной игры, именно вот Horus Heresy, Betrayal, Calth, Boxed Game, вот эта вот коробка, да, то есть они вот ее делают и, соответственно, развивают вот эту тему. That was loud. Вот, развивают эту тему, короче, и, соответственно, они не могут добавить, что не было вот в ней, да. Okay, so, that's interesting. Meaning, we only going to be able to see units that are, like, physically are in the boxed game of Betrayal Calth, right?
Yeah, for right now.
For now, yes.
For now.
Yeah.
So Contemptor
We'll see
Dreadnought
what the future
confirmed then. Because I had a lot of that. I mean, I heard this question a bunch of times before I actually began the live stream. Yeah, Contemptor Dreadnought. Короче, я спросил, что, ребят, в общем, мне сейчас задали вопрос вот именно в личку, типа, спроси у них, будет ли там Контемптор. Вот, а на самом деле, типа, Контемптор Dreadnought, там, в общем, дело все в том, что Контемптор будет, да, все, окей, Контемптор будет, чуваки, не переживайте. Okay, here's a funny question by Son of Kitty. I'm not gonna read it, but it's funny. You see why word bears in it? Yeah, that's... Она прочитала просто. All right.
That's a good question.
That's a good question. But sorry, Son of Katie, we're not going to be able to answer that. Probably. I mean, unless the guys specifically want to. Oh, that's funny. Okay. If this game will be a major success, will we see second game with more planets and factions? Basically, like, do you think you're going to want to try and explore other parts of the lore and maybe other, events?
I would love.
Go ahead.
I would love to do more legions, more units, other places, and all that. We make enough money, we'll see where our company and Games Workshop can go with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But Betrayal Calth could be a good base game, that you can expand upon in terms of engine, technology, and whatnot. Ну, короче, они, да, с удовольствием, говорят, посмотрим, сколько денег сработаем, типа, хватит ли у нас денег сделать еще одну. Okay. Here's a very good question by Anarchist. He asks, how did Anthony and Aaron came across Warhammer, and why did they decided to make a Warhammer and a VR Warhammer game of all things? Let me just translate that real quick. А как вообще Энтони и Эрин познакомились с Вахой, и почему они решили сделать игру по Вахе и по VR? All right, go ahead, please.
So I'll go first because my answer's a little bit shorter.
Okay.
I first got interested in Warhammer because of the Dark Heresy role-playing game.
Okay.
So I played a fair amount of that in college.
Yeah.
And then Anthony.
I've been playing since Rogue Trader.
Wow.
I picked up some Eldar figures back in 1990, and 27 years and thousands of dollars later, here we are. We decided to move when Steel Wool was founded. We started mostly doing mobile games.
Okay.
And then we saw the HTC Vive and decided virtual reality is the future, and that's what we wanted to jump onto. And then we decided, why not try and get an IP that we all love and use that to get VR out there further. So VR Games Workshop game.
I take it you guys are very excited, but try and segment your answers into 2 to 3 sentences, if possible. Anyway, let me translate that real quick. Короче говоря, в общем, Эрин познакомилась типа несколько лет назад с Вархаммером, играя в Dark Heresy, ролевую игру. А Энтони играет в Ваху 27 лет уже. Он играет с времен Rogue Trader, поэтому по сравнению с ним я, кстати, как котенок в Вахе. Вот, то есть человек раньше владел магазином модельным, собственно, занимался сам миниатюрами, и 27 лет, короче, он играет в Ваху, поэтому он явно разбирается. First of all, let me tell you that you have my respect, sir, because I'm only 31 years old and I've been playing like for like over 10 years, and I'm considered like a veteran. Compared to you, I'm like a puppy dog, okay? So anyway, okay. So here's a pretty good question by Nix Bjorn. He's saying, насколько большой проект вы собираетесь реализовывать? То есть, насколько будет полно раскрыть сюжет? All right, that's like 4 questions in one. I'm just gonna shorten this one too. How big you want your game to be in terms of like maybe how long is it gonna take for an average player to beat the campaign in your design? Like, how do you see it?
The full campaign, it's probably going to be in the 20 plus hours to get all the way through it.
Yeah, we have 5 acts that are planned, and each act is about 5 chapters.
Wow, that's good. Короче говоря, компанию планируют сделать примерно, чуть больше 20 часов, чтобы она проходила, то есть 5 актов по 5 миссий. То есть примерно, вот посчитайте, 20 часов получается. Okay, anyway, I totally forgot to introduce my girlfriend. She's crafting some stuff for her project in the back. That's Darya. Hey, Dash, привет. Anyway, it's always like that. I'm live streaming. She's doing her own thing. It's just you get used to that. Okay, here's a good question by Konstantin coming in through our donation system.
Вопрос.
Так,
увидим мы персонажей книг или лора в игре? Появится Гиллиман, Лоргар или Ангрон? Шон Либрариум прекрасен.
Спасибо, Костян. Okay, so the question was, will we see any kind of famous guys from Black Library books, or will we see specifically Gilliman, Lord Gilliman, Lorgar, or Angron?
No, not too much. If it's not in the board game. I mean, we have a couple of statues here and there of Gilliman and a couple other people, but that's about it.
Okay, well, we're going to be able to hear him, maybe? Here's a broadcast or something?
Possibly. So we are mostly focusing on original characters for this game.
So basically, we're going to have this captain from the board game, right? The sergeants and stuff. That they're named, I think, in the board game. I really didn't play the board game myself, that particular boxed game. So I don't really know how much background they have. They probably in the what was called the Underground War or something like that. One of the recent books of Horus Heresy. They had lore for these guys written, right? That's how it was?
Yeah, so they did for Underground War, but we're not following that story.
Okay.
Because the whole planet where a battle was taking place, we're following a kind of side story.
Okay, okay. Let me translate that real quick. Короче, в общем, суть в том, что напрямую ни примархов мы там не увидим, потому что их в настолке не было именно вот в этой боксовой игре. То есть у них они довольно жестко ограничены лицензии, судя по всему. И, может быть, мы услышим примархов, как они общаются, как бы, и так далее. Вот. Поэтому такое. То есть там могут появиться персонажи из... Ну, то есть там точно появятся персонажи из боксовой игры, да, то есть которые вот там прописаны, там, сержанты, вот эти именные, капитан, там, и все такое. Но нет, каких-то там суперизвестных чуваков мы не увидим, потому что ГВшники хотят, чтобы они свою историю развивали, понимаете? То есть, ну, это же ГВ, но мы все понимаем, что такое ГВ. Окей. Сэр, я не знаю, что там за фигня, Your Orange, хрен знает. So we already have 328 people watching, going strong, this is good.
Wow.
That's great.
Hey,
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah, trust me, a whole lot more people are going to see this once I upload it to my main channel.
Awesome.
So we got another running joke here. See this hashtag that's in Russian? It basically means let's buy GW with Sean. Change the policy. That's going to take a lot of money, guys. It's going to take a lot of money. And I'm not sure I really want to own. Mark IV Chaplain confirmed. Son of Katie, man, you asked too many questions. Come on, seriously. I'm gonna ask this one last one from you. So we're gonna see any chaplains because we had chaplains in the game, right? I mean, in the board game. No, we didn't. Chaplains didn't exist back then. What are you talking about? This is Horus Heresy. No chaplains.
Right. Yeah, no chaplains right now.
Не, ну потому что их там не было уже тогда капелланов еще, чуваки, так что сорян. Okay, now I'm going to launch the game. I'm going to try and do it in non-VR mode, so we can, again, play the game and talk about it while we do that. Ребята, я сейчас буду запускать игру. Там есть небольшие... Ну, она пока в раннем доступе, то есть там еще не совсем отлажена хрень с этим VR, поэтому не обращайте внимания, сейчас может немножко багануть звук. Но, по идее, ничего случиться страшного не должно. Сейчас мы все поймем, сейчас она загрузится. Alright, it's loading. Early access games. You do not want to breathe on it. Come on. Where does it... Okay.
Battleship Warsphere saying that Ant played Warhammer longer than they've been alive. Same here, actually.
Yeah, that's true. That's good. That's good in my book. I mean, you can tell that, this guy's experienced. Oh, here, nice donation, 1,000 rubles.
Спроси, пожалуйста,
Thanks.
на миссию
Да.
отряд будет создаваться как в носталгии или из готовых отрядов?
Okay, interesting. So, we got a very cool question by Alexei Kopytin, and he's asking, hold on a sec, let me just lower the game volume a little bit, because it's super loud. Alright, give me a second. Okay, I think I managed to run it successfully in non-VR mode. So we should be able to see the game, like, in a second. Alright, where's that? Calth. Calth.exe. Okay, yes! Finally, it works. Okay, good. Yeah, so a very interesting question by Alexei Kopytin. So he's asking, will you be able to create your own squads as you can in the board game? Or you need to select your units from a like a pre-made roster, right? I know the answer to that, but I think it's your game, so you should answer that.
Yeah, so we are going to have fully customizable squads,
Okay.
and that's currently in the multiplayer, and you'll even be able to customize armor and decals.
Wow, now that I didn't know, and that is awesome. That reminds me of another great Warhammer game, which is sadly this IP is dead. You probably heard of Space Marine. So let me translate that. Короче, он сказал, что, в смысле, она сказала, что можно будет полностью создавать свои отряды с нуля, и более того, их кастомизировать внешне, и оружием, и внешне, чем хотите.
Привет.
Здорово, Комток.
Вот денег на тактикульность.
Спасибо большое. Спасибо. That was a non-question donation, just Talk, one of our regulars. Okay. Chat saying, can we go teabag KS guys again? No, sorry, not today. I'm gonna behave now because we got the developers here. Anyway.
We have to be nice today.
Yeah. Actually, that's a great question by Commissar Boroda. He's asking, how about we make a game about the fall of Cadia? Now that's good. I mean, seriously. Guys, let's make a game about fall of Cadia.
Yeah, no, that'd be cool.
That would be cool.
That would be kind of neat. Not what we have the license, but yeah, that would definitely be a fun project.
Okay. You might want to consider doing that. I mean, start talking to GW.
Yeah, we need to see how this one does first.
Yeah, okay. Но они, короче, говорят, блин, это было бы очень круто сделать по ней игру, потому что у нас как бы лицензия не позволяет эту тему развивать. Но они говорят, давайте посмотрим, как у нас с первой игрой получится, типа, тогда, ну, типа, все это. Вы можете им написать в чат, типа, сделайте игру по Кади, там, make a carry game, там, в общем. Но тут не от них зависит. Они как бы сейчас вложились в эту тему, и поэтому им нужно, чтобы она выстрелила, понимаете? Вот. Алексей, это не 40k, this is 30k. Это Horus Heresy. Ересь Хоруса, короче, поэтому... there might be no games because Cadia stands. That's right. Yeah. Cadia never falls. No game about the fall of Cadia. Screw chaos. Make Cadia stand again.
We'll just put it back up.
Да,
a lot of dirt. Give them a lot of dirt.
Просто соберем ее из грязи, да. Horus Heresy. Okay. Anyway, I'm sorry about that. Anyway, this is a 18 plus live stream, so we could, do some light profanity if you want. Okay. So, as far as I understand, there are basically no vehicles in the board game beyond the dreadnoughts, right? So we're not going to see any rhinos or land raiders or anything like that.
Correct. For now.
Okay, for now. Okay. Короче говоря, да, он говорит, смотрите, пока что в игре не планируются никакие машины, то есть они вот могут использовать то, что есть в настольной игре. Actually, I think it could be pretty useful if I'm going to show the boxed game itself, right? So people understand what's in the box, because a lot of people it really passed them by.
Yeah, it's a good game.
It is.
It is a good game.
It is, and you can use them for your regular Horus. Well, sorry about that. You can use that for regular Horus Heresy games. I mean, these miniatures that come there, come with that kit. Okay, so now I'm trying to find the box game, and all I can find is your game. Horus Heresy and Betrayal at Calth. All right, go ahead. Sorry. Betrayal at Calth.
Oh, I was going to say, within the studio, I think we've got 12 or 14 copies of that game.
Wow.
So there are a ton of the Mark IV plastic legionaries.
Yeah.
I've got like 3 copies myself.
Wow.
To build an Imperial Fist Legion. So.
Yeah, we've played it a lot.
Yep.
Офигеть. Окей. Короче, они говорят, что, сейчас давайте я вам просто покажу, да, саму настолку, вот с которой именно боксовая игра, с которой все как бы началось, вот эта вот идея сделать. Вот видишь, что называется? The Horus Heresy, Betrayal, Calth, да? И вот, тут из лавки орка. В общем, там вот такие тайлы внутри и две армии маров, да, то есть ультрамарины и несущие слово ларгарские. Вот, и, короче, они как бы дико зафанатели от настолки, потому что они, вот это именно Энтони, он же 27 лет играет в Аху, он тоже ее купил, и он как бы рубится в нее. И он говорит, я себе 3 коробки купил, чтобы имперских кулаков собрать легион. Вот. Собственно, модели, да, куча Марк 4 брони силовой, то есть эти все там ультрамарины, все дела, короче. Вот, то есть можно на самом деле купить и сделать себе... сейчас довольно тяжело купить, потому что игра была такая лимитированная. Можно сделать и чисто или ультров из них, или всех несущих слова. То есть там иконография вся рисуется на них. Вот, как вы видите, моделей здесь довольно много. То есть есть термосы, есть дредак, есть сержант, есть капитан. Вот, соответственно, как минимум, вот это мы все в игре увидим. Да? То есть вот этим нам дадут управлять дредаки, легионеры, Терминатор. И вот сейчас у них, короче, в офисе 17 коробок. 17 коробок. 17 stands for 17. Boxes of, короче, игры, коробок игры, да, то есть, соответственно, у них этого дела всего, в общем, довольно много, и они там, короче, рубятся и дико их прет, в общем, и делают поэтому игру. Okay, I got carried away. Anyhow, back to the questions. В общем, it's a very interesting question by Mikhail Chekmarev. He's asking, how difficult what it was to obtain the license, and how severely does it limit your creative freedom? Okay, that's a tough one to ask. Probably we can skip that.
Yeah, no, I'll take a pass at that. It really wasn't that difficult. We definitely had benchmarks we had to meet. And we met them as a studio, and we have a significant amount of freedom with what we do, but of course they have final say on everything, so everything we do they have to agree with.
Okay.
So they let us do some things, and some things they haven't. So yeah, it's been a really great relationship with them
they've been really great to work.
Okay. Oh, Marion D-Dog. Так. Сейчас скажу.
Можно отвлечь и на вопрос.
Конечно.
Если вопрос не по теме, можно не озвучивать.
О, хорошо,
как Энтони стал геймдизайнером и что бы он посоветовал, как новичку прийти к этому? Какие базовые знания, умения или через какую профу продвигаются к данной роли?
Хороший вопрос, на самом деле. Сейчас обязательно его задам. Короче, они сказали, что... конечно, определенные требования были к студии, но не такие уж прямо жесткие, как многие могут подумать. И, соответственно, то есть внутри своей лицензии, то есть внутри вот этой игры, они могут делать довольно много. Но в рамках, внутри, то есть они могут новых персонажей там придумать и так далее, да? Но именно внутри этой темы. И на самом деле с ГВшниками вообще сейчас, говорят, очень даже и хорошо и весело себе работать. Okay, done translating your answer. And then now next up is a very, very cool question by Marion D-Tog. He's asking how Anthony became a games designer, and any kind of advice maybe you could give to a novice game designer, what you got to do, what you got to know, how do you become a games designer yourself? It's a very good question, so let's listen to that first.
Самый год нес примачи отмычен.
Hold on a second, just a minute.
Сагуйса периалы опитать аур прогечтую бы сущчес. Макеч адиастантагаин, рус же пошник. Магнус не предавал.
That was a funny comment. I'm sorry, go ahead, please. Please hand it to me, I'm sorry. It was a donation. We had to listen to that. Go ahead, please.
Okay. Yeah, that's a question. How I became a game designer. Played lots of games. I've been playing games forever. And most of the time when I play a game, I find things I like to change. And instead of getting mad at the game, I change them.
Yeah.
And I've written several tabletop war games. For a company called Zombie Smith Miniatures, and we've also, it just translated over to a video game company. I met the right people. Yeah, I wish I had more advice to give, but I kind of lucked out. And but this is the game that I've been wanting to play as a 40K fan since easily at least 2000 when computers started to get better. And so it's my dream project, which makes it good for me to work on.
Now you can do it, finally. Окей. Короче говоря, он говорит, что, я типа играю в игры всю жизнь свою, то есть уже взрослый как бы мужик, да, и, соответственно, каждый раз, когда я играл в игру и мне что-то не нравилось, мне хотелось ее изменить, то есть вместо того, чтобы злиться на геймплей, мне хотелось просто свой геймплей какой-то придумать вокруг, и, соответственно, вот с 2000-х годов, то есть когда компьютеры стали, более способными, я мечтал сделать вот что-то подобное по Вархаммеру, и вот у него теперь появилась как бы возможность. Соответственно, он это сделал. То есть он какие-то совет не может дать точно. То есть, он говорит, мне повезло, я встретил нужных людей. Поэтому, в целом, надо играть во много игр. Играйте в игры, думайте об этом. То есть, пытайтесь как бы понять, что делает игру интересной. И, в общем, все у вас, короче, случится. Okay, that was a good one. Thank you very much, Anthony. We had a very funny comment by Commissar Brada. He says, "Oh my goodness, Primark read my comment. So guys, I really hope that you will, your project will be a success. Make Cadia stand again. Ross is an asshole, and Magnus did not betray the Emperor.
I like the question about Dance Dance Space Marine. We'll have to have an internal discussion.
Oh my god, yes.
Dance Dance Space Marine. Okay, that's funny.
Oh, and Magnus is a traitor. Sorry.
Окей. Короче, он говорит, Магнус предавал. Все, пацаны, видите, Магнус предавал. I really like this moment that you did with the Titans, that when you come out on the balcony, even though you know, VR games, they're limited in what they can do in terms of geometry and textures and stuff. But still, it was a very good, breathtaking moment when, you know, the cruiser, especially when the strike cruiser fell through the sky. And I think you should do more of that, because that's like the half of the game for me, is these cutscenes I can watch in VR. It's just my opinion.
Как им фильм «Ультрамарины»?
A very funny question from Swanson. He's asking, what do you think about the Ultramarines the movie?
Oh, you know, I haven't seen it.
Really?
Either.
Yeah.
Please don't. You don't need to.
Okay.
Don't see it? Yeah, that's why I haven't seen it.
Don't.
Yeah.
I mean...
I've heard not to.
Окей. Короче, он говорит, я его не смотрел. Я говорю, не надо смотреть. Он такой говорит, ну мне так говорили. Поэтому вот все, что он сказал. Actually, I did like an hour-long review of that movie.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
I'm still...
We should have a company viewing of it.
Yeah.
Studio movie night. Yeah.
Probably.
Horus Heresy dance off at Calth. I like it.
Oh, please.
Окей, вы там уже без меня общий язык, смотри, нашли. Молодцы. Okay, I'm just turning on my second computer so I can read the chat and play the game at the same time. Okay, here's a funny question by Kaspushkin. Hold on a sec.
Шон, можешь спросить людей про систему расчлененки и брызг крови в боевой системе для более высокой зрелищности?
Да, Каспушкин,
Если
хороший вопрос.
Глупый, можешь
Нет,
не задавать.
не глупый. Но с тебя еще 75, потому что вопросы разрабам по Вахе 150. Кстати, Камток, я не буду это переводить. Нет, Камток. Нет.
Кстати, Лев, пидор.
I'm not gonna translate that. Yeah, because if Games Workshop is going to look at it, and they're going to be very happy. So, no, короче. Anyhow, so the question was, will you introduce any kind of dismemberment and blood and gore to the game? Because me personally, I think that would add a great deal to the experience. But probably, your license says that you need to make a 12+ game. Am I correct?
Not necessarily the license. Although we would have to get all that past them, but I think it's much more.
Yeah, go ahead.
Much more. It would limit our audience.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Trust me, I know that all too well with the game I work with. So, ну, короче, в общем, говорит, дело не в лицензии, дело в том, что, очень сильно ограничит аудиторию, которой можно будет это продавать и показывать, потому что, детям нельзя будет продать игру с кровью и так далее, как бы, соответственно, детей тоже должен быть шанс поиграть, типа, хорошие игры, поэтому, тут такое, то есть, видите, какой и креативный, и маркетинговый такой момент, так что, все как бы справедливо, вот. And don't play Dawn of War 3, I totally agree, my god, that was a dreadful experience. Like a jumping space marine. Yeah, that was hard. Anyway, as you can see, I'm playing the game. Still, this is a much better experience in VR, and you can kind of tell that even though I think that the map system and controls work very well both in VR and non-VR modes, but me personally, I prefer it in VR. You can tell that whoever's making this game, not pointing fingers, is enjoying the VR mode more. Okay, gonna move this. So I got a question about Umnal Sark. I don't recall him from any of the books I've read. Is he like your own invention that you did for the game?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a character that we developed with Rob Saunders, who wrote the Betrayal at Calth novel, who's also helping us with our story.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. Okay, let me translate that. Короче, я вот про Умнал Сарк хотел спросить, вот про вот этого персонажа, да, технопреста. техноприст, которого они ввели в игру. Потому что я его в книгах не видел, и действительно так. То есть они его сами придумали, их помогает Роб Сандерс, который писал, собственно, книгу Betrayal at Calth, ГВшную, ну, Black Library. Вот, и, соответственно...
Oh, yeah.
What is it?
Glad to see it's universal at least.
About what? What is universal? Hello, guys?
Hey,
Yeah.
Sorry.
our mic thing. I think our mic cut.
Oh, у них проблемы с микрофоном. No problem.
Yeah.
Because I want to, like, Amnil Sark, even though he has very little role in what's in the game right now, apart from, he doesn't really talk much, but I think he makes for a very interesting character because he's like, because he, you know, he doesn't have a distinct face, doesn't have a distinct voice and stuff like this, so you can associate yourself with Amnil Sark as, like, you're not a space marine, but you're still in the thick of it. So I would like to see this guy more in the story, me personally, just saying.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not entirely sure where that role's going to go right now. We initially wanted somebody in there at human scale, so in VR the Marines looked more impressive, as they should be.
Yeah. That's immediately what I noticed when I played the game. It makes you feel like you're walking through the streets, and you got these really powerful space marines around you, which is really good. That's a really nice touch. Okay. Короче говоря, ну тут, видите, про Умного Сарка я просто спросил, да, типа, собираетесь ли вы его как бы развивать дальше, потому что он, ну, довольно интересный персонаж, себя с ним легко ассоциировать, потому что он как бы не Space Marine, но при всем при этом он достаточно важный герой, да, то есть он внутри всех этих событий находится, и через его глаза вы можете смотреть на космодесант, да, вот, вы ниже ростом, они такие огромные, как бы, и так далее. Сейчас. Что не увидели твой стрим, и то, что ты сделал. That's a funny comment by Anarchist. He says, you better hope that Games Workshop will not see your live stream and what you did to the dead word bearers in the last one. Okay. Yeah, I hope so. Honestly, I don't care what GW thinks. Just, I don't work with them. I like their game, but it doesn't necessarily mean I like some of their policies. But they're getting better, much better. I've been following the game for 10 years, and I think they're on the right path. They still got, you know, lots of things to improve, but what they're doing now is the way to go. It's just my opinion. Please don't comment on that. Okay. What about Guardsmen on Calth? I guess I can answer that because it was asked before. Короче, ребята, они могут делать только юниты, которые были ну, то есть, которые в настолке, да, вот именно в боксовой игре, поэтому нет, гвардейцев там пока что не будет. Может, они как-то эпизодично будут упоминаться, но вы все-таки тут играете за Space Маринов против Space Маринов. Вот. А еще на новой волне Либры он прям, сказать, симпатичен становится. Ну да, на самом деле, вот развитие механикуса, да. Okay, so a few of the guys in the chat saying that, yeah, it would be really cool to see this Mechanicum guy develop, you know, more through the story. So, I don't know, maybe you can make him control some Titans, or maybe Skitaris and something. I don't know, more turrets, more something, more stuff. Okay, here's a question by Time Jedi.
Приветствую, Шон.
Эй, привет.
Вопрос.
Да.
Если игра зайдет, каковы шансы увидеть не VR-вариант на Xbox One? Жажду тактику по Вахе, но нет компа под VR.
That's a very good question. So, how do you think if the game is successful enough? Do you want to try moving into consoles such as Xbox One? Because, for example, he doesn't have a PC that can handle VR.
Right.
Yeah,
like a non-VR console experience.
Yeah, that would be really cool. However, our multiplayer is currently tied to Steam. So we would need to rework multiplayer. But if we could get it on consoles, then like that would definitely be a future goal if the game's successful.
Окей. Ну, короче, в общем, пока что все завязано на ПК, и мультиплеер работает через Steam. Но если проект достаточно успешный, то они, да, могут сделать отдельную версию для консолей не VR вообще без проблем. То есть все зависит от успеха этого проекта, понимаете? Если он взлетит, то мы сможем увидеть. Но я считаю, что лучше вот этих вот чуваков поддержать, потому что они хоть нормальную игру делают по Вахе, тем более VR. Oh, this is one of my favorite moments when the Space Marines come out from the smoke. That's awesome. I'm sorry, I sound like a
it's
little
such a good
fanboy, but
cutscene.
this is good, yeah.
Здравия желаем,
Привет, Валькирий.
товарищ-командир.
Здорово.
В честь гостей крутим бочки. П.С.
Спасибо,
Сушкам привет.
Спасибо, Валькирии, да, сегодня Валькирии. Oh, the Sergeant Acastus, I think he's called.
Yeah, Acastus. We've gotten a few questions asking if the game will be
Sure.
translated.
Okay.
And yes, we would like to translate the game. We have all of our UI. We've been making sure that it will work in multiple languages, especially German, because names tend to be pretty long. So yeah, it is a future goal to translate to not English.
Okay. Thank you. Короче говоря, им понравился вопрос из чата, спросили, будут ли вы переводить игру, и, соответственно, они сказали, что да, типа мы уже заранее закладываем в интерфейс, ну, как бы дизайн так, чтобы можно было переводить даже на немецкий, потому что там слова очень длинные. И, соответственно, да, они очень, то есть ее на основные языки все переведут. So Russian, specifically Russian, can we do a Russian translation?
We would probably have a Russian translation, yes.
Good.
We
Okay.
have a lot of fans in Russia.
Oh, yes, that you do. It's funny how Games Workshop doesn't realize that. I mean, how big actually the market is, and they've been ignoring the Russian market for a very long time, giving way to bootleg miniatures. It's still a big problem here, because they ignore our market and they ignore our community mostly. It's funny. I mean, I've been doing 40K for a long time, and I've been selling miniatures in the past, like as a regular manager, essentially. Yeah, this is just me ranting. I mean, I know you're not Games Workshop, just saying. I mean, they could do a lot more here and earn a lot more money, but instead. Yeah. They ignore us. It's actually like that with a lot of Western products. They don't realize how actually big the Russian market is. It's not as big as Chinese, no, but it's a lot easier to work with because we're not, well, let's just say Russian is a lot easier to work with than Chinese. So, and the laws. And anyway, so there's that. Okay, here's a question from Yeoman. Let's listen to that.
Бонсуар, король, Дарья и уважаемые гости,
Привет,
точка,
спасибо.
милорд. Хочу выразить свою благодарность насчет недавнего либрариума. Ведь
Спасибо.
он как благословленный требушек просто охуенен.
Спасибо,
И
чувак.
вопрос точка,
Окей.
имеет ли в 40К инквизиция свою армию регулярную или все держится на фанатиках и космодесантниках?
Нет, у них... Okay, that was a question directed to me. Sorry. В общем, нет, у них нету никаких регулярных войск, то есть у какого-то инквизитора может быть там своя бригада, да, свои как бы телохранители и так далее, они могут реквизировать войска, но нет, у них конкретно своих войск нет, у них есть спецура, инквизиторские штурмовики, сионы там и так далее, но это все не войска, то есть это просто элитные отряды. Вот. And by the way, I gotta tell you guys a big thank you for that particular cutscene. Where the two sergeants fight. I think that's the highlight of the whole experience. That and the dead Titan that I'm looking at right now in the game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Dead Titan is one of my favorite.
It's good. I mean, you don't really perceive that the same way you see it in VR. And in VR, it looks awesome. Even though the model is not, like, I mean, it's pretty basic, but it's just in VR. Oh, God, this is good. Let me translate that. Короче, в общем, дело в том, что я просто говорю спасибо вам за заставку, где дерутся два сержанта, потому что это вообще охуенно было, да, то есть, ну, вот это реально мой, наверное, самый любимый момент в игре. И очень круто вот мертвый титан вот здесь, вот этот просто охеренно. В VR это очень круто. Просто вообще чума. Do you like the Russian language? That's a funny one. Go right ahead.
I mean, Russian is a really cool language that I wouldn't mind learning, actually, because a lot of my family is from around that area.
Okay.
So,
interesting. Okay. Here's a question by Acid Spaceman. He's asking, where do you get all your lore for this particular project? Do you get it from games, books, or you get it directly from Games Workshop?
So
A little bit of all three, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we've leaned very heavily on the Horus Heresy books from Forge World.
Okay.
And then like I said, Rob Saunders, who wrote the Betrayal at Calth novelization, is also working on our story with us. So.
Окей. В общем, они говорят, ну, на самом деле, отовсюду, то есть из любого лицензированного ГВ как бы лора, то есть и игры, и книги, но в основном полагаются на книги Forge World, да, то есть который делал Эллен Блай, который недавно умер, и на Роба Сендерсона, его лор, который вот именно он написал книгу Betrayal at Calth, именно книгу от Black Library. Вот. Yeah, it's really sad that Ellen Bly passed away recently. He was like the main driving force behind the whole Horus Heresy project, really. So it's a great loss. Yeah. Actually, that was a nice touch by Games Workshop. The recent Adeptus Custodes Codex that came out is actually made in memory of Ellen Bly. So it's not something you see Games Workshop do every day, so which is nice. They should do more of that. Okay. Okay, here's a hashtag. You can read that yourself by Amiko-san. Sean must voice Betrayal at Calth. Yes, please support me. I want to voice Betrayal at Calth. I told him I'm going to give him a discount, you know?
That would be really cool, actually.
Okay. Maybe we can do like a chaos, a word bearer, because they probably will have different accents. You know, maybe we can do some kind of different Russian-inspired accent for these guys, and this can actually work pretty well with Western audience because they're from their childhood they're trained by the media to see Russians as enemies, you know. So this could work.
Well, we know where to find you. We'll talk.
Yes, good. All right, select this unit. All right, there we go. Little bit too much of hand-holding maybe during the tutorial, just a thought. You select this unit. I don't want to select this unit. I want to select this other unit. Just saying.
It's a tutorial. Just do what it says.
Yes. I know. Okay. This is just me ranting. I do it all the time. I make a living out of it. I'm a live streamer. So I apologize. Okay. Okay, that's a good question by Max. He's saying, will you have any kind of experience system introduced to the game so we can maybe level up the legionnaires and stuff?
So we were talking about, I don't know how far along this is, but being able to upgrade your legionaries into veterans when they survive longer.
Yeah.
I don't know what the state of that is currently, though.
Okay.
Yeah, we're still on internal talks about that part.
Okay. Значит, они все еще обсуждают возможность того, что, например, можно будет обычных легионеров, вот которые с болтерами, да, повышать до ветеранов. У ветеранов там плазмоганы, мельты и все такое будут. Поэтому они еще пока что обсуждают, нужно это или не нужно, и, в общем, пока что решается на самом деле. I think that you should do that, and maybe you should give the people ability to rename their characters, their legionnaires, because for me personally, and a lot of people that I know, you're more invested in the story where you can rename these guys, even though they might be called something else. Like if they're named characters, maybe you will not be able to. You should not be able to rename them. But regular legionnaires, I think that's going to be pretty good for individual players. Just a thought,
Yeah, like the comparison to XCOM gets brought up a lot, and you can rename your people in XCOM, and you end up getting very, very attached to them.
Yes, that's true.
So.
You're more invested into that. So since we can, you're already talking about modifying the looks. You can customize the looks of your Marines. I guess it's only natural if you're going to be able to customize their names. So
yeah, no, definitely.
That's kind of cool. And I'm going to be able to make more money live streaming because people buy names for characters when I play. So, okay, gonna translate that. В общем, короче, я им просто объясняю, что на самом деле было бы здорово, что если можно было переименовывать чуваков, потому что они же уже собираются делать визуальную кастомизацию. Я говорю, плюс я смогу больше персонажей продать на стримах. Okay, here's a question by Kirill Gunturev. He's asking, will you have any kind of difficulty levels? And perhaps, okay, difficulty level. So people want Dark Souls of Calth.
We're not making Darks.
I know, but they want to have a really difficult game, So, what about that? Will we have any kind of difficulty levels?
I don't think we're planning on having difficult. at least for right now.
Okay.
The levels as they exist are pretty designed in advance,
Okay.
but that might be a thing for future, actually.
Okay.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
that's tough. I don't know. We'll need to see once we get through the entire campaign and where we want it. It'd be kind of hard to implement because most difficulty levels become like a hard mode where you like permanent death, which would be hard to do in a turn-based game.
Mm-hmm.
It's also difficult when balancing a turn-based level to just crank up the abilities of the opponent and not make the game unwinnable. So I'll keep that in mind, and next time we have a design discussion, we'll chat about that. That's a good idea.
Ну, в общем, они говорят, что, в принципе, то есть Терен сказала, что они сейчас больше стараются сделать именно прогрессирующую сложность, и каждый уровень будет сложнее предыдущего. Но в целом для тех, кто как бы хочет игру перепройти там несколько раз, то, ну, Энтони хотел бы, да, включить, вот он говорит, типа, неплохая идея, на самом деле, надо поговорить на следующем планерке, да, про уровни сложности, чтобы вот, ну, кому нужен, блин, сразу хардкор, дать им сразу хардкор. Вот, поэтому, короче, да, поговорят они об этом. Ну, Алексей Александрович, я не буду это озвучивать. Okay. So, and there was another, actually pretty good suggestion from the chat. So, for people that don't play VR, maybe you could sometimes switch to first-person view for your legionnaires and sergeants and veterans and stuff, and watch as they shoot the other guys. You know,
right.
Just from
well, you have a very large degree of camera control, and
That's
you can, you know, lower the camera down and then get right next to them while they shoot. I kind of like to sit off to the side.
Okay. All right. Good.
Watch both fire and target.
Yeah, I'm actually going to demonstrate that right now. Ну да, он говорит, что на самом деле смысла в этом особого нет, потому что, посмотрите, здесь камера двигается и так, как хочет, то есть можно ему прям вот за плечо посмотреть, и вот как ты в Space Marine играешь, вот то же самое будет. И как бы, ну, графон нормальный, но это я уже от себя добавляю просто. И здесь, в общем-то, особых проблем на самом деле нет никаких. Так что, ну, в общем, ему больше, мне нравится больше со стороны на это на все смотреть. Так что пока что такого не планируется от первого лица. Ничего добавлять. Так. Не, про Галварбак вначале спрашивали уже. Нет, их не будет. Скажешь, Антон, чувак, что же уже спрашивали? Они делают то, что можно по лицензии, по настолке. То есть, понимаете, там то, что было в настольной коробке, то и будет. Вот. Да, можно Верупа, да. Это называется Reform. Здесь можно делать... По-моему. Подожди, hold on a sec. So reform action, right? Can you use it to maybe combine like two legionnaires into one squad? Do that?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I generally use it if I have two squads that have lost members, and then I put them back together to form one full squad, so that it has the full shooting power.
Okay. Да, можно использовать, короче. Так. All right, I'm going to advance. Why can't I advance here? It's red in the front. It's really weird.
Oh, because it's directly in front of the unit, so if you move there...
Oh, I need to assault. I need to assault.
Yeah, you need to assault, not advance.
Okay, I'm gonna assault. I'm sorry about that. That was silly. Yeah, by the way, about assault, here's a personal question of mine. Will we see any kind of like close quarters battle? Because like, look, I've seen there's like we got this like sergeant. He's got a power sword. But when they assault, he just fires his pistol. So how is that going to work? Like, I mean, actual hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah, the melee animations aren't in yet. We've been working on those, and we're pretty close to releasing them.
Oh
my favorite right now is when the Terminator with the power fist just walks up and hits a guy in the head. That one's really good. But they're coming in soon, and the melee animations are amazing.
Yeah, it should be our next big patch. We'll have that in.
Oh my god, that's good. I can't wait for that. Okay, translating now. В общем, по поводу рукопашки, да? То есть сейчас, вот видите, вот это вот действие Assault, они просто подходят в упор и стреляют. А в следующем большом патче будет уже анимация рукопашки. То есть там у кого есть рукопашное оружие, то есть вот, например, мечи, они будут мечами херачиться, эти прикладами болтеров там будут бить, ну, рукоятками в смысле, терминаторы фистами там всех в голову, короче, месить будут. И в следующем патче, в общем, все это выйдет. Чем занимается Даша? А Даша крафтит. Она, ей из нашего паблика чувак заказал сделать кого, Даш? Короче, персонажи из игры Night in the Woods, и вот она там за денежку крафтит. Кстати, если вам нужно, Даша просто делает игрушки плюшевые, там всякие, короче, сама руками. Если вы хотите какую-нибудь поняшку себе или еще что-нибудь, или, может быть, плюшевую Space Marine, напишите ей. Она, ну, или мне напишите, мы, короче, разберемся. Окей. Translate that. Here's a good question. Will we have any kind of Volkite weaponry? Volkite? I'm really not sure how it's meant to be pronounced.
Right. Not at the moment. Let's see when we get the game done. Maybe further expansion DLC for multiplayer. We could add Volkite weaponry and some of the others.
Okay.
We're keeping it with a very small set of weapons to help with balance initially, and then once we get that all nailed down, then it'll be easier to add more weapons into the system.
В общем, пока что они специально используют достаточно ограниченный набор оружия, чтобы игру было легче балансировать. Но в целом, в будущем, да, могут и валькитки добавить, так что, как бы, все такое. Another thing I have to notice is the armor damage system that you have. It's another nice touch. I think it's a great idea. Is that when you miss, you don't really feel like you failed like super bad. You still dealt something. You mean, but what I want to see is I want to see that armor degrade. I want to see pieces fall off. You know, like.
We're working.
I
want to see like visors like turning off, and stuff like that.
Yeah, totally. Well, in Warhammer 40K, like death is a very binary state, right?
Yes.
The Marine is either there or he's not. Right?
Yeah.
And especially in the board game, Calth,
that's true.
The Legionary is either there or he's not.
Yeah.
And that's really kind of boring in a video game situation.
Yeah.
Because if you miss, then it feels like you're not doing anything, and the statistics are against you, or the odds are against you. So we had to address that in a way that made it feel more like they're taking fire.
Add battle damage to the armor. Add battle damage. More battle damage.
We're working on it.
Окей, я просто искал, что, чуваки, вот круто, что у вас в игре, да, когда промахиваешься, на самом деле, тут они реально промахиваются редко. Полностью, да, что совсем типа в молоко пули ушли, это не XCOM. И здесь, когда стреляешь по юнитам, вот вы сейчас можете увидеть, да, у них там происходит типа armor damage, то есть у них падает броня, они, короче, постоянно, у них снижается стойкость по тем юнитам, по которых постоянно дрилят из болтеров. Я говорю, блин, а что вы не хотите сделать? Сделайте battle damage, сделайте повреждение брони, чтобы от них куски отлетали, чтобы было видно, что они там стоят раздолбанные. Они говорят, ну, типа, да, мы над этим работаем, так что все будет, короче. Okay, moving my space marines. Now come here, comrade. Okay, gonna get around these guys. Okay, this is a very good question. Anthony, Aaron, what is your favorite 40K game except Dawn of War 3, please?
No, that's not a very good question because I haven't played that many of them. Sorry.
Okay.
I haven't either, actually. I'm sorry.
Wait, no. Oh, I have the answer.
Okay.
Betrayal at Calth is my favorite 40K.
Окей. Они говорят, на самом деле не очень много мы в видеоигры играли, больше в настольных, и поэтому говорят, моя любимая это Betrayal at Calth. Окей, так что, yeah. Well, I can say that this is probably my in my top 3 list easily, along with the Space Marine.
Thank you.
Oh, wow,
And
thanks.
maybe the old Space Hulk from PlayStation 1 era. By EA.
Oh yeah,
That's a
yeah.
really
I heard
old
good
one.
things about that one actually.
It's it's a simple game by modern standards, but it's very atmospheric. Should I say it?
I also like the there was a Deathwatch game a couple of years ago for iOS that got to PlayStation.
It's not bad.
That one was really good too. I like that one a lot.
Yeah. Well, see, you do like other games. Короче, он еще Deathwatch сказал для мобильных телефонов, тоже ему типа нравится. Вот. Ну, видишь, они как бы не такие, как мы задроты, и не играли как бы в такое количество игр. Man, I'm playing this level really bad. It's really hard to do an interview and play the game.
do both.
I mean, yeah, I'm a very bad multitasker, like real bad multitasker.
I wasn't going to say anything. You're doing fine. You're doing fine.
I'm a monotask servitor. You can call me that. Okay. Okay. Here's a very funny question. Have you played Fire Warrior?
Fire Warrior?
The first-person shooter was made by Q.
You know, I looked at that on a friend's computer at one point, I think, when that first came out, and it was like, yeah, okay. The reason why I like this game and the Death Watch one that I mentioned is they're both turn-based. I'm not really a Twitch gamer.
Yeah.
I like the turn-based games. I mean, coming from a tabletop background.
That's true.
Obviously.
That's correct.
So if it's like I'm really bad at RTS games, real-time strategy.
Yeah.
So that's why I haven't played a lot of 40K games, because mostly they fall in that category.
Yeah.
And there just hasn't been a 40K first-person shooter that's ever really grabbed my attention. So
Yeah, that's true.
that's why my 40K video game experience is very limited.
Okay. Он говорит, я типа, говорит, видел один раз у друга на компе Fire Warrior, и он говорит, ну типа, мне не очень зацепило, потому что мне больше нравятся пошаговые игры. Я, говорит, вообще шутеры не очень люблю, и поэтому, ну типа, я все-таки настольщик, и туда-сюда. Так что вот поэтому, например, Death Watch ответила. Ну, ребята, из них эти вопросы бессмысленно доставать, они все-таки, ну, по лицензии с ГВ работают, они не могут все говорить, все, что они реально думают, понимаете? Поэтому не доебывайте бедных людей, они не могут вам все ответить. I'm just explaining not to ask too many sensitive questions because you're unlicensed with GW. You can't really say it all. Okay. Anyway, okay. Here's a random question by Anwar Ursbayev. He's asking, will you be able to upgrade several skulls of Omnal Sark and use them in any way, like make them tougher, stronger, and deadlier?
Oh yeah, because
sorry.
The servo skulls.
Servo skulls.
So we do actually we have plans to upgrade the kit that's on the servo skulls. So right now the kit that they have is randomized, but just like the rest of the units, they are going to be customizable in the future.
Okay. Он говорит, что, как и для всех юнитов, их тоже можно будет кастомизировать, в том числе оружием и внешним видом, но, говорит, пока что для них еще это не готово, то есть для маров раньше кастомизация выйдет, а потом уже для сервочерепов. It's really cool.
Yeah, the servo skulls are my favorites.
Yeah. Please add the animation of climbing. I got scared when Ghost of Space Marine is passing through the ruins.
Yeah, all of our pathing animation isn't in yet. It's there. We just haven't hooked it up yet.
Yeah, it's funny when they walk through solid objects. It's like
No, it's not funny at all.
Well, it is funny when you look at it from this perspective. Like, we are blessed by the Emperor, So we don't care for physics.
Yeah.
So
we'll go right through the wall. We don't care.
Yeah. It's for the Emperor.
Somebody asked if we had read the Eisenhorn book cycle, and yes, I read the Eisenhorn trilogy and liked it a lot. I haven't read the new one yet, but I did get the miniature that just came out.
Yeah.
So yes, Dan Abnett is probably my favorite Games Workshop.
Oh, he's a really cool guy. I had
and
go ahead.
Brothers of the Snake is without a doubt the best Space Marine book ever written.
It's good. Yeah. It's good.
Yep.
Он говорит, да, он читал, просто увидел вопрос, читали вы Эйзенхорн, говорит, да, читал, типа новые книги по Эйзенхорну еще нет, уже купил себе миньку Эйзенхорна, вот, который вышел недавно у ГВшников, и он говорит, что Дэн Эббот вообще, наверное, один из моих любимых писателей, и братья Змеи, ну вот, Brothers of the Snake, это книга Дэна Эббота там про, собственно, маров, вот эти вот, what's the name of that chapter from the Brothers of the Snake, do you remember?
I'm sorry?
Iron Snakes. Iron Snakes. I think they're Iron Snakes.
Iron Snakes. Yeah. They were very Spartan influenced.
Yeah, really interesting folk. Ну вот, и там, короче, орден Iron Snakes, и вот эти Iron Snakes, они, ну, реально, там прикольный орден. Почитайте Brothers of the Snake, братья змеи, братство змеи, наверное, не помню как. Okay.
There was a question about the multiplayer goals, point or defense. Yeah, so far all the current multiplayer levels have both an objective and a deathmatch mode, so you can either play to the objective or just
kill everybody,
just wipe everybody out. Future multiplayer maps, some will be just objective because it works better with the map, and some will be just deathmatch because it
Okay.
works better with the map. So to answer that question, he had asked it a couple times, so I wanted to make sure.
Yeah, sure.
Got
Go
answered.
ahead. Yeah. Just you can answer whatever questions you like, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Короче, он заметил вопрос, да, вот про режимы, и он говорит, сейчас пока что работает оба режима, есть и объектив, и задачи миссии, и можно всех убивать, то есть как бы, ну, режим десматча. Поэтому можете или всех убить, или выполнить миссию, а потом на разных картах будут разные режимы. Ребят, ну не спрашивайте их про другие игры. Окей. Just looking for a good one.
Yeah, no, I like that. Yes, all the Ultra been traded Alpha Legion. They're all
Alpha Legionnaires, and we just don't know that.
Yeah.
And even they don't know that. I mean, all of them.
They don't know it. Yeah, they are, but they don't know it. Yeah.
Он говорит, да, типа все ультрамарины, видите, на самом деле, ну, просто смешной вопрос, смешной ответ. Все ультрамарины, на самом деле, это инфильтрированные агенты Альфы, вот. И он говорит, да, они между собой даже не знают, что они агенты Альфа, они все думают, что они там один альфарий. I am Altharius, да, yeah, there you go. Okay, так, I'm gonna advance now. Advance is probably my most used option in the game, because you can move a tile and you can shoot. Now, can you explain the difference between moving, like advancing, and then just shooting? So, do you deal more damage when you simply shoot, or is it the same as an advancing and shooting?
No, so when you advance, you don't get the weapon abilities that are tied to the weapon.
Okay.
So each of the weapons have a special ability that works when you shoot. But if you're advancing, you don't get that special ability. Like the standard bolter has a percentage chance to remove your target, remove a tactical point from the target. But if you advance, you don't get that.
Okay. Interesting. Ну, короче, смотрите, я просто спросил, типа, есть ли разница, да, когда ты полностью вот стреляешь, или ты адванс делаешь. Адванс, когда идешь на клетку и стреляешь. И он говорит, что когда адванс делаешь, то ты не получаешь способность оружия. То есть, например, у болтера есть шанс отобрать тактическое очко, то есть, по сути, ход отобрать у врага. А вот, именно у этого юнита, да, по которому он стреляет. Hey, Hobbit, what's up? А вот, соответственно, такое. There's an interesting question by Maelstrom Club, more about writers here. And Anthony, what do you think about Gathorpe's books?
You know, to be honest, I haven't read any of his. Sorry, Gav. Yeah, I mostly just read Abnett and what's his name? Aaron Dembowski-Bowden.
Yeah, Aaron Dembowski-Bowden.
Yeah, those are the only two that I've mostly read a lot of books from. For the most part, I don't know. I like playing in the universe, not reading about it. So I don't really read too much of the fiction. But Abnett's such a great writer that I make an exception for him.
Yeah. My personal recommendation, if you want to, check out the stuff by Gathorpe, go for the Last Chancers. The Last Chancers is what I recommend. Yeah,
I've heard good things. I just haven't gotten to them.
Yeah. Okay, it's time to move. There we go. That's a very random question by Ivan Karbenikov. If the game is successful, do you plan to do anything about anything involving Astral Knights? These guys are dead, man. They're dead in the lore.
Yeah,
they don't exist. They've been wiped out by the Necrons.
But we will bring back the redacted legions. Yeah, the ones that aren't mentioned, right?
Yeah.
No, we'll bring those back. Yeah.
Yeah. Короче, я спросил вопрос Коробейникова про того, будут ли астральные рыцари. Ну, и тут же на него сам ответил, потому что астральных рыцарей по лору уничтожили. Что про них делать-то? Все, их нет уже давно. Он говорит, нет, мы их не будем добавлять, но мы 2 этих выпиленных легиона добавим. Но это он шутит, конечно, это шутка. I specifically underlined that it was a joke about the redacted legions because somebody's probably going to run off to Reddit and start quoting that.
Yeah, I know. That was probably a bad idea on my point.
Yeah, I just said specifically it was a joke.
It's out there.
Yeah.
Now it's up to me to damage control. Thank you, Anthony.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
Okay. Guys, have you read Adeptus Mechanicus Skitarii by Rob Sanders?
Like I said, I haven't read that many
of
the fiction books. Sorry.
Yeah, I haven't either. I've read a lot of, read in quotes, a lot of the art books.
Yeah.
Because I do a lot of art for the game, so I've gone through so many of the Horus Heresy art books.
I also have 2 small children in my house, so I don't get a lot of time to read.
Yeah. Okay, then translate. В общем, короче, читал ли он Скитариев от Роба Сандерса? Он говорит, нет, на самом деле читать сейчас особо некогда, все работает над игрой, у меня еще 2 маленьких детей, а Эрин больше читает, ну, она же арт-директор, то есть она как бы занимается художественной частью, поэтому она говорит, я, говорит, артбуки читаю, то есть смотрю в артбуке, как все выглядит, типа, чтобы это правильно выглядело. Вот, поэтому... Sergey Ben, a funny comment, says, yeah, let's make a game about how the Astral Knights were wiped out. Okay. Okay.
For the audience of 3 people that want that. Yeah.
That's true. That's true. So there's another funny comment by Drunken Coordinate Berserker. He's asking, so combat system in the game, does it follow, how closely it follows the boxed game? Yeah, and... go ahead.
Yeah, the box game was very much a starting point for us. We took, I mean, anytime you translate something like a tabletop game to a video game, you have to make choices about how you're going to represent things on the video game. You can never make a direct translation. So we took the action point system, which we liked a lot. The card system that's in there became the weapons special ability system. We just had to do a lot of translating.
Okay. Ну, говорит, что для них это была отправная точка, да, настолка. И, ну, вот именно боксовая игра. О, Йоранж. I'll translate that later.
Брат, сержант, не могу перелезть. Селенок не хватает. А веры в императора у тебя тоже не хватает?
Okay, a very Russian joke. Okay, just a minute. Так вот, для них боксовая игра это была отправная точка, и, соответственно, как объяснить? Они, допустим, использовали вот экшн-систему, да, вот то, что там 2 очка действия, да, потом взяли карточную систему там с оружием и так далее, но в целом это как бы своя тема, которая просто похожа, да, то есть это, ну, это не копия, то есть не прям калька, но отправная точка, да, есть, and the comment, the donation comment that came in, I mean, brother, I cannot climb over this obstacle. No, Sergeant, I cannot climb over this obstacle. Brother, do you not have faith in the Emperor? So, that's related to the animations.
No, their faith allows them to phase through solid objects.
That's true. That's how it works, of course. Okay. Brother Johnny, I don't feel my legs because you don't have legs, Brother Jim. Okay. Okay. Blood Angels Assault Raccoon. That's a random name. Yep, I understand that the game is about Calth, but will we see Blood Angels, such as the events on Cygnus Prime, maybe as a DLC?
Yeah, you know, I mean, if we do well enough and we get in expansion territory, then I would love to add more legions. One of the other designers, the Blood Angels, are his favorites, so those would probably show up pretty soon. Definitely the Imperial Fists, because they're my favorite. So, yeah.
We get a lot of questions about Space Wolves too.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Space Wolves and Blood Angels.
I would love to do more. I would love to do more legions.
Very
just
popular in
where the
Russia,
game takes
Space
us.
Wolves. Trust me,
Yeah.
very popular.
Yeah, I know.
And I fucking hate Space Wolves. I'm sorry. Okay. Anyway, so
Yeah, well, we got the idea for the project before Burning It Pro came out, or it might have been that.
Oh, okay. Короче, значит, смотрите, по поводу Кровавых Ангелов, да, типа, событий на Cygnus Prime, там, DLC говорит, ну, опять же, типа, все зависит от успешности проекта, и если достаточно будет успешно, то да, конечно. Говорит, и у нас вот, типа, один из дизайнеров, фанат вообще Бладов, то есть Кровавых Ангелов, я, говорит, фанат Имперских Кулаков, и, говорит, вот вижу много вопросов про волков, волки тоже нравятся, и, говорит, про волков бы сделан. Говорит, если бы вышло, типа, сожжение этого Проспера, может быть, мы бы и по ней игру сделали, но мы же, блин, первые увидели предательство на Калте, и, типа, в нее играем. Может быть, мы бы, типа, и про нее сделали. Поэтому все возможно, на самом деле. Here's a comment. No, I'm not gonna read that. Okay, so... hold on a sec. Да, про технику спрашивали, нет, только то, что в настолке, то есть именно в боксовой варианте, то есть там будут Contemptor Dreadnought, Contemptor, потом Терминаторы и Легионеры, все. Там, окей. Не, про Ультрамарины спрашивали, go ahead.
I haven't seen Death of Hope yet, but I will look it up and watch it at lunch.
Yeah, same actually.
You should. You shouldn't. You should probably hire that guy to do your CG, because that's really good stuff. I mean,
Is that the one that's the is that the one that's the line art about the Black Templars?
No,
No,
it's-
that's based on the Aaron Dombrowski book. No.
No,
Okay.
no.
And I have not seen that one. I'll look it up.
I'm not sure if it's based on ADB's books, but it involves the Ultramarines, the Word Bearers, and some other legions, I think.
Okay.
Death of Hope
Yeah, we'll
is real good stuff, you know. Looking forward to that. Too bad the Inquisitor project had to close it down because of some reason. I guess
Yeah.
you can look it up on the channel of the whoever was making it. But yeah, so Death of Hope. What about face custom? How will we be able to customize faces, or it's going to be helmets only?
Oh, helmets only. Yeah.
It's only.
We just don't have the budget to model that many different faces and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're a very small team.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody had asked like how many people. There's our studio is at about 25 people,
That's
and about half of that is actually on the Calth team.
Yeah.
Wow. That's very small. I mean, super
Yep.
small. Then all more respect, guys. You're doing a great job. Okay, translate now.
Thank you.
Короче, он говорит, типа, можно ли будет лица кастомизировать, да? И он говорит, нет, у нас типа команда маленькая, у нас студия 25 человек, и только половина работает над игрой именно этой, потому что другая половина работает над нашими другими проектами, они же мобильные игры еще делают. И, соответственно, у нас, говорит, нет бюджета, у нас нет просто возможности лица моделировать, поэтому нет только шлемы, но шлемы можно будет кастомизировать, поэтому нет. Окей. Right. Ребят, если вы хотите вопросы, давайте что-то донатами поддержим. Что такое-то? Я тут вам, понимаете ли, практически синхронный перевод устраиваю. Это что так всрато, блядь? Вопросы, значит, задаем. I'm just stimulating people to donate more. А вопросы, значит, задаем, а деньги не даем. Что за херня? Ну-ка, давайте бабло, короче, пора кэш, короче, кидать. Okay, sorry. That's always how it works, you know. Okay. Finally, some overdose, a very good comment I totally agree with. Finally, some decent Marines that do wear their helmets in combat.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
What will you do if you get shot in the face?
Yeah.
You die. That's it.
I try and model on my actual miniatures very few without helmet.
Okay.
You've got to have that occasional characterful model just to have another point of focus aesthetically. Yeah. But I usually try and have all helmets as much as I can.
Yeah, that's true. Me too. Anyway. Okay. So, damn, our team got 35 people, but it only make mobile games. Need to talk with bosses about it, says DJ Hunter. I can tell you that I work for Gaijin Entertainment, and we make War Thunder, and then we're also got several mobile projects that we're working on. And we also publish Crossout and Star Conflict, made by a separate studio based in Yekaterinburg, Russia. And we got about 100 people. So,
yeah.
You know, and that's considered like pretty large in Russian games development. So, you know, right. And that takes a lot of money to run. So,
yep, it does. It does. Even like 25 people takes a lot of money.
That's true. Yeah. Okay.
We're in the
go ahead.
We're in the San Francisco Bay Area, which is a very expensive place to live. So
that is, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
No, it's fine. It's fine. We're used to that. You should have heard our president talk. It's always like that. Cuffing. Короче, он извиняется просто за то, что кашляет. Говорит, ничего страшного, послушайте нашего президента, он тоже всегда кашляет. Funny comment by Max Chubar says, no, seriously, the first thing that they teach their Space Marines is that they can actually weather enemy bolt barrages to the face as long as you do a very, very stern face. So that's funny. Okay, any questions you would like to answer from the chat? Anything you've noticed that you liked?
No, I think I've got most of the ones so far.
Yeah. Okay, so here's a question I want to address. Okay, I have an 8-core CPU that is like I don't know, over $1,000, I think. Worth. Now I have a GTX 1080 Ti. I got 16 gigs of RAM. I got an SSD, top of the line SSD. And you see my FPS? It's right there in the upper right corner. Never goes above 40. Never.
Huh.
Yes. So that's a big problem. So and my texture quality is medium. So if I go high, my VSync is on, hard and soft shadows.
Right.
But I am running in 4K though, because I got a 4K monitor.
Yeah.
I am running 4K.
Anti-aliasing.
Anti-aliasing, maybe. Yeah, I should probably turn that off. Gotta give it a try.
Anti-aliasing down.
Yeah.
Oh, also the 4K resolution might be.
Yeah, I know.
Biting a bit of a hit.
Takes a lot of juice, but still, this is a. I mean, visually, this is a pretty. I mean, it's not a very complex game. I don't mean to offend you, but it is. Pretty straightforward stuff. So, but I guess you got stuff going in terms of optimizing the game, right?
Yeah, so we're actually working pretty hard on optimization currently, and streamlining a lot of things. We had a pretty big deadline for getting the actual game together and working and in a playable state, and so some of the optimization we had to kind of leave for later. So we put out one optimization patch already, and we're working on stuff for.
I've noticed more. It works.
Yeah.
But it's still quite a ways off in the game. The game froze. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to kill it. Oh, there's a question by Anonymous. It says, "Well, Sean, you're super. Thanks, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. I know. Anyway, all right, moving on. Вот, нормально, finally, see? Motivational stuff works, finally, people giving me money.
Авишон,
Эй,
если гость любит имперских кулаков, шли наше почтение.
Окей.
За батьку Дорна. Если любит храмовников, тем более должна быть сцена, где Дорн бьет морду Гелиману. Он заслужил.
Okay, that was for you, Anthony. Now, he says that if your guest is really into Imperial Fist, then say hi to him, which I'm saying right now. And also, if you like Black Templars, then probably you should do a scene where Rogel Dorn beats the crap out of Reboot Gilliman, because he deserves it.
No comment.
Окей, я без комментариев, да, не могу это комментировать, да.
I don't want to get in trouble.
Он говорит, не хочу, чтобы... Не заставляйте меня говорить вещи, которые мне нельзя говорить, ну, ГВшники от-от-от.
Передаю за просмотр.
Спасибо большое, Мэтфан, спасибо. Interesting. Окей, так, сейчас я, короче, that's a very funny comment. I like this community, they're one of a kind. Модера переводчика, но, ну, блин, чуваки, я сам тут вроде неплохо справляюсь. So, if you're such a big fan of Imperial Fist, why didn't you make a game where you need to defend defend Terra from Horus?
Maybe later. Maybe later. Let's let them get to that point in the books.
Trust me, guys, you're gonna need a much bigger team for that. Okay, anti-aliasing.
Yeah.
So what do you recommend I go with? 4 times, 2 times for your game? Anti-aliasing?
So if you put it down to 2 times, because you have it at 4K resolution, that should help a lot. And if it still is being kind of slow, then turning anti-aliasing.
Thanks. Okay, I'll try that.
Until the next patch, at least.
Шон,
Okay,
так
thanks.
держать.
Спасибо,
Давно
чувак.
не был тут, но вопрос к ребятам.
Так.
Будет ли у Механуку самих нахуй, чтоб чинить павших маров?
Okay. Okay. Do you want the unabridged, uncensored version of this question? It's not offensive towards you, nor is it towards the Lord.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Let's do it.
Ладно, я просто спросил, I'm just gonna translate that. Я просто спросил, ребят, вам правильную версию, нецензуренную того, что вас сейчас спросили, или вам, ну, типа, зацензуренную? Говорит, не, давай, говорит, okay, so, here's the question. Will the Mechanicus guys have mechanical penises to help revive Dead Space Marines?
Yeah, that seems very
I'm
inefficient.
sorry about
It
that.
seems like a very inefficient way to do it, and the Steam spirit would frown upon that. And not to mention the Omnisaya probably would have issues.
Okay, that's a very good answer. I like that. Он говорит, ну вот, понимаете, типа, это не очень эффективный способ помочь раненому Марину вот с этим пневмохуем. И, он говорит, духи машины будут не рады, и Амнисия тоже как бы не оценит. Поэтому нет, как бы... Okay, now, basically what he meant to say is that, will Mechanicus guys be able to, like, restore armor, you know, maybe treat...
Oh, okay.
You know, that was the whole, like, help, yeah, not in that sexual sense, in terms of, like...
Right, yeah.
But for some other reason, you know, he chose to say pneumatic cock, you know, like a mechanized dick.
Right.
So basically, yeah, go ahead.
Right.
Hashtag-
You know, somebody had asked earlier about apothecaries.
Yeah.
And that would probably end up being a expansion DLC thing. We don't have plans for that currently. I like that hashtag.
Yeah. Penis
Oh
healer.
yeah. Hashtag Ziller.
Penis healer.
Yeah, so that would be a good thing to add in. We don't really have yeah. Sure, I would see it being an apothecary, but yeah.
А какова общая
Okay.
продолжительность
Wow, Swanson, that's a
кампании?
great donation. Thanks a lot, man. So the question that we asked already, but still, since it's such a great donation, what is the total length for the campaign that you plan? So I can say 20 hours, right? Easy.
Yeah,
Ish.
20
20 or
hours.
more, yeah. So 5
Yeah, 5 acts with about
each one's
5.
probably at least 4 hours or so, yeah.
Yeah.
Ну да, он говорит, ну, примерно 20 часов. За 20 часов она будет проходиться. And then, but if you can add more, you know, difficulty, like scalable difficulty levels, maybe, I don't know, you can go for the easy option of just simply, you know, giving the enemy higher hit chances, right? I mean, it's like probably the easier
Right,
option
yeah,
to
that's
scale it up.
we've been fighting that in balancing because that because so much of it is the odds on it are very swingy, right? Like
Yeah.
sometimes you roll all ones, sometimes you roll all sixes, right?
That's true.
And that makes level balancing really tricky.
Yeah.
So what we're trying to do to make the levels more difficult is not necessarily better opponents, but maybe more of them or less
Maybe
time to do an objective.
Maybe
things
extra
like that.
objectives to do in a mission.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, we actually put out a blog post earlier this week talking about kind of random chance in our game and how
Yeah.
we kind of handled that.
Because it happens. Sometimes, you know, one dude takes out 3 Marines, and
Yeah.
sometimes
Oh,
3
yeah.
Marines do absolutely nothing to one guy.
Oh
So-
yes.
Yep.
Oh yes.
Yep.
I had a game just today, just before this live stream. We played a 100 power level game of 40k, 8th edition, and I had a squad of conscripts wipe out
Yeah.
5 Chaos Marines, 5 Chosen Marines, and a Dark Apostle, all by themselves, while a Stormlord did nothing, basically in 3 turns, did nothing. Okay, let me just translate that. Ну, короче. По поводу... Кстати, Свонсон, можешь выбрать, во что играем дальше. Здорово,
Приветствую
Ромнис.
тебя,
Привет.
Шон.
Сейчас
Может,
переведу
я
всё.
пропустил. Но вопрос таков. Планируется ли редактор армии, покрас, изменение внешнего
да,
вида и
да, они уже отвечали на
.P,
это, да.
дабы могли увидеть эпичное противостояние псов-медиадоебов?
Да, это все, короче, будет. I'm gonna answer that question for you guys, because it was previously asked. Так что да, короче. Rainbow Six, да, Хаунд, конечно.
Можешь забабахать стрим потом по
Да.
Rainbow 6 Сидге.
Легко.
Или если нет, то по Риму 2.
Хорошо, Rainbow Six Siege будет тебе. Okay. So this donation, this particular donation was for... so once we reach 20k, 20 grand, people can... Whoever donates last in this goal can pick whatever game I play next. So they picked Rainbow Six Siege. Okay, so, right, now I'm going to translate that. I apologize. Короче, в общем, дело в том, что 20 часов это базовая, то есть прибазовые как бы настройки. Свонсон, сейчас посмотрим, кто же добил-то.
Вампиры Москвы ради Бладлинис на следующий стрим.
Свонсон у нас, получается, выбирает. Не Хаунд, а кто из них-то добил? Давайте сейчас узнаем, кто добил, ребят, Свонсон или Хаунд? Я просто что-то проглядел. Я сейчас посмотрю, сейчас кто Свонсон или Хаунд добил. В общем, пока что отвечу на вопрос. Дело все в том, что Да вижу гол, подожди. Да не буду рассказывать, какой я примарх нахер, психи, чертовы, успокойтесь. В общем, к чему я? Сейчас я посмотрю, кто добил гол. I gotta find out who did fill up the goal. Swanson, I think Swanson did. Yeah, I think it was Swanson. Да, Swanson, мужик. Это был Swanson. То есть Swanson выбирает не Hound, а Swanson. Поэтому Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. Okay, that was your pick. Then this I shall do. Да и Siege тоже сделаю. That's a good game. It's old, but it's an oldie, but it's a goodie. Okay, now still translating about the scalability thing and random chance. Короче, значит, по поводу сложности, да, то есть базовая сложность 20 часов, но с настройками сложности возможно, то есть делают, что будут или дополнительные задания, или врагов будет больше, у них будет больше шансов вас попасть, ну и так далее. То есть поэтому, соответственно, базовая сложность 20 часов, потом, возможно, больше, соответственно, если более высокие сложности. Да, я просто, вот сегодня мы играли Свонсон, ну все, чувак, все будет. Все, я уже, да, oldie, hashtag oldie goodie. Короче, в общем, сегодня просто мы играли в 40к, 8-ю редакцию. У меня конскрипты убили пачку хаоситов, пачку чоузенов и апостола. А Stormlord ничего, короче, делать не мог. То есть, ну вот, last gun is awesome. Anyway. When touched sanguine... What? My God, this butchered Russian is even for me it's difficult to understand, even though I speak Russian and English. Not old but classic. Okay. Any other questions that you noticed that you liked from the chat so far? I mean, are you guys tired? No? Are you still going strong? You like it? You enjoying it?
I mean, we're still going for as long as you want to go.
These live streams, trust me, they go from 3 to 11 hours sometimes. So depending on.
God. Okay, well, 11 hours maybe not.
Maybe not.
I do have to do some other work today.
Yeah. No, still, I mean, you decide. I mean, whenever you feel that this is enough for today, you know, it's entirely up to you. But I think this is a great opportunity to bridge this pretty big gap between the Russian community and the Western game designers. I mean, game makers and game developers, especially around 40K and stuff. And trust me, this market is badly overlooked by Games Workshop, and they really
This has been really, really awesome so far. And yeah, like all of our demographic stuff, like Russia is usually number 3, if not number 2 in our statistics. So
Russians, they read a lot. They like to read, and they're very knowledgeable, even though they act like assholes sometimes. And I know that. I mean, you know, they seem rude on the outside, but they're actually they're not. It's just a defensive measure because, you know, we got the siege mentality going on for a very long time, and it's us against the world and stuff. So anyway, it's a long story. But still, okay.
There's history there.
It is good atmosphere here. Okay, are you guys enjoying the live stream, the chat? That's for people who understand English. Ребят, нравится вам стрим? Давайте, пишите. Мы не грубые, мы милые. Так и есть, я же объясняю. Aaron Anthony, did you play Warhammer roleplay board games like Dark Heresy or Rogue Trader?
Yeah, so I actually got my start in a Dark Heresy game in college. So I played a tech priest in that. Thus beginning my love of Servo Skull.
Nice.
Yeah.
I haven't done much role playing in the 40K universe, mostly just tabletop.
Okay. Короче, ну, Эрин, собственно, начала с Dark Heresy, она там отыгрывала техножреца, поэтому оттуда у нее любовь сервочерепов. Вот. Сервочерепа, понимаешь, прекрасно. Даша, наверное, тоже любит сервочерепов. Вот, да, покажи, что ты сделала. И Энтони, ну, он говорит, нет, я больше настольщик, типа, РПХи не совсем по мне. Here's what my girlfriend made just now. She's a crafter, she crafts stuff, so here it is. Ребята, это можно купить.
Здравствуй, Шон.
Здорово,
Прости,
Парви.
если это уже спрашивали.
Ничего страшного.
Но будет ли в будущем добавлена сюжетная линия за силой предателей? Или этого не будет из-за того же ограничения на настолку? В любом случае, спасибо.
Yeah, so
that was really, really cool. Night in the Woods is one of my favorite recent games.
Oh, you know that? Okay. She did that in
I
like
love
what?
that game so much.
She literally started doing that when I began my live stream. So she did that in like what, like an hour or two? Like how long we've been on? Hour and
Yeah,
a half.
hour
She
and a
did
half.
that in an hour and a half. You're like, yeah.
That's amazing.
She's
did an
really
amazing job with
talented,
that.
unlike me.
Yeah.
All I do is talk. So, окей, ну, короче, кстати, Эрин тоже фанатка этой Night in the Woods, и она такая тоже ей понравилась, да. I just said that she recognized that I was from Night in the Woods. Please
don't worry.
don't add
We
any
won't
loot
add
boxes. Okay.
No, there won't be. There won't be. Don't worry.
Okay, gotta translate that question that just came in through the donations. Ну, короче, значит, смотри, нет, захасид в компании не будет, во всяком случае здесь, да, то есть только в мультиплеере можно за них играть. Ну, опять же, да, потому что как в настолке. Но, возможно, в DLC будет какая-то дополнительная история, но для этого нужно, чтобы игра выстрелила, деньги надо заработать людям. Okay, Swanson asks, okay, well, loot boxes, no. But what about microtransactions?
No, we're
No.
not planning on microtransactions at all. Don't worry.
Никаких лутбоксов, никаких микротранзакций. Now this is good. I like that. Although I probably shouldn't be saying that since I work in an MMO, but MMOs, this is what they live by. I mean, we need to sell stuff to keep the game going because it's we got a free to play game. So, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's how we make money. Поздравляем, спасибо. Кстати, народ, поздравьте, я с этого дня в отпуске. Поздравляю, this Christmas, наконец-то. Работа говно. Отдыхать хорошо. Just interacting with the chat here. Okay, so I'm gonna let you guys pick the next question that you liked so far. Go ahead.
Ooh, actually, this new one.
Yeah.
Favorite Trader Legion. 40K?
Yeah, go ahead.
I like World Eaters because corn. Yeah, blood for the blood god.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the flayed hands symbol.
Oh.
Which one? Yeah.
Yeah. The
the
skeleton
Iron Hands.
Oh, Iron Hands. Sorry.
Yeah,
Iron Hands. Yeah.
Yeah. Iron Hands are pretty cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ну, короче, в общем, Эрин любит железные руки. Энтони нравится Пожиратели миров. Here's what I noticed, guys. Looking at Omnal Sark here, look at his plasma caster, plasma pistol, whatever that is, and his fingers they clip through the gun. Look, he's not clenching his fist properly, and he's got his fingers stretched. So looks like this gun is glued to the palm. It's not really.
Yeah.
You're gonna see it on the live stream right now. See.
That's
And also
that's
the
been a
robe
constant.
is doing the weird. Maybe he's got a vibro dick there somewhere or something. But this is look at this thing.
Oh dear.
Look at this thing. It's going like. His robe is vibrating. Just saying.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay.
So having them hold the guns has been a constant struggle, actually, which is kind of a struggle in a lot of games. But getting them properly positioned and have them holding them has been tough.
Yeah.
They just don't want to hold their guns properly.
You know what? I just had a random idea. After we live streamed your game, I went on. I mean, we browsed through the entire content of the Betrayal Calth, its current content that it had, all 6 missions, and then we wanted something more from VR. So we went on in the same live stream. Went on playing handguns, horseshoes, and hot dogs, just horseshoes and hand grenades, something like that. Basically, it's like a VR shooting range. And it's great. Trust me, if you gotta,
right?
yeah, it came out recently. It's still in early access, made by one guy. Seriously, it's being made by one guy. But he's like a real gun enthusiast, and he makes videos about guns that he actually fires on a shooting range before he implements them in the game. So this just gave me a random idea. You know, maybe you should do a VR shooting range with Warhammer weapons.
Yeah.
As a
That
spin-off
would be pretty
game.
cool, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, we have a couple ideas for some wave shooters too. So
Yeah, so maybe you can like hold a heavy bolter, mow down these heretics and stuff, because you already got a pretty good engine going, some good assets. This could work. I would definitely buy that. I mean, I bought your game and it's good. I like that. If I could, I would buy it twice, but I can't. So I only have one Steam account, but still,
yeah.
So please make one. I will buy like 10 I will make 10 Steam accounts. I will buy 10 goddamn copies just to play that.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, but as long as it's a VR shooter, I mean VR, shooting range or a wave shooter or something like that. Okay. Выстрел из болтера, умер, тир, который мы заслуживаем. Overdose, another funny comment from this guy. It's like, you fire from the bolter and then you die because of the recoil. Now that's the shooter we deserve. And Eric Anthony, you're best, but don't forget about community. Please don't forget about us. What do you mean by that? They're forgetting about us. They're talking to us.
Don't worry.
You know, what he probably means is if you get successful, you know, don't forget about
us.
Yeah. So that's what he means.
Yeah, so I'm community manager on all social media stuff. So if you ever think that, you know, we're forgetting about you guys at all, just pop over to Twitter or Steam or Facebook or Reddit and just say, hey guys, how's it going? And I will definitely see it and, you know, I will talk to you, don't worry.
This robe, I mean, the way it vibrates, it mesmerizes me. I keep staring at it. I'm trying to imagine what's going on underneath that robe. And I mean, I'm not sexually attracted to tech priests, but this is really interesting. I mean, look at this. All right,
so I actually know why that's happening.
Yeah.
It's because the ground is uneven there.
Yeah.
So how we have their feet placed to interact with the ground, it's just offset a little bit.
Yeah.
And so he's wiggling because the game is trying to figure out where to place his foot and can't figure it out.
Yeah. But trust me, I mean, you got nothing to be ashamed of because even big budget AAA titles, big budget AAA titles, I mean, they got clipping all over the place. If you look at Total War and Warhammer 2, they got stuff clipping in their 3D avatars for their units, and this is a big budget game published by Sega. And you know, so you got guys nothing. You got nothing to be ashamed of. For for a team of like 25 people, especially since only half is working, what you do is amazing. So keep it up.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
we try our best.
That tech priest is definitely a heretic.
Yeah.
There's a vibro.
He's
something.
into robot rabbits.
У него это блядь, как она называется-то, бешенство. Короче. Okay. His mechanodendrites are doing something not nice, probably. Okay. Oh, yes. Oh, a great comment by Пушистая сиська, which translates to this is a funny one. Hold on a second. Translates to fuzzy tit. Okay, so anyway, a fuzzy tit says, VR simulator of Imperial Knight. I mean, yes, I would give my left arm for that.
I think you're thinking a little small there. I would love to
a proper
simulator
Titan
of a Imperator Titan.
Oh my god, no, it's too much.
Or
too
a Warhound or any of those. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but Imperial
Knight.
Knight
Titan Bridge Simulator would be great.
That would
you co-op 4 or 5 people, all having it like one person's in charge of the engines, the other person the left arm and the right arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Kind of like what the Ubisoft did with Star Trek. Exactly. Yeah, so I was thinking about different lines when I was younger. I mean, that would be cool. It was actually before VR. It was like 15 years ago. I was dreaming about a game, about a co-op game where I would be able to control an Imperial battleship with my friends. I mean, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Sean, держи руки на столе. They're saying, all right, Sean, keep your hands where we can see them. That's when I started talking about VR Imperial Knights. I'd really like to destroy a city with a Warlord Titan.
That'd be amazing.
That'd be very cool.
So, but still, I mean, if your game is successful now, do you ever consider like doing something like that of the sort?
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Yeah.
Simulator experience, but that's a Twitch gameplay, I mean, in terms of that's not a turn-based thing. It has to be real time, and that's gonna be super hard.
Yeah,
but if you do it, I mean, seriously, like, I would give you all my money. I mean, just take my money. I would pay like whatever. I would clean your office, for free. Yeah, like cook your food, clean your office, wash your feet. Just give me a VR simulator of an Imperial Knight. Okay. Почему техноприз ростом смаров? Нет, он ниже, он намного ниже. Он их, на голову ниже. Yeah, go ahead.
We have a question about official pages and social network.
Yeah.
So we are at Calth Game on Twitch, facebook.com/Calth.
Okay.
our Betrayal at Calth.
You can send it to me via Discord, and I'm gonna post it in the chat. Macrofix.
I will do that right now.
Trader's gonna trade.
Трaitor's gonna trade.
It's like haters gonna hate, but trader's gonna trade.
Yep.
Well, it's betray in English, but yeah, it's funny. I like that. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Trader's gonna trade.
Don't hate the trader, hate the trait.
Yeah, trader is gonna trade. Okay, yeah, so you can send... Okay, короче, Twitter, ребята, сейчас я ссылку на... Yeah, if you can make it like a proper link, that's gonna be better.
Oh, yeah.
Click, because, yeah.
Yes.
Make it a clicky
Let
link.
me get that for you.
Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, right. So, oh, I can't shoot through my own guys. That's correct. Okay, they're not in the same squad. Move up, brothers. And also, maybe, I mean, the Marines, the animation of their feet maybe is a little too fast when they run. It's like
Yeah.
they do
We've
this
had a
really
hard time-
shallow steps, you know, but lots
Yeah,
of
we've had a hard time balancing the game speed on it, so we're still adjusting that.
yeah, it's not easy.
Yeah, you should have seen when we first had Sark's animations put into move.
Yeah.
He walked very, very stately and slowly, and it took him about 30 seconds to move ahead.
Вот смотрю на
He
карту.
would,
Итак,
he
просто
would not
вопрос.
be hurried for
Будут
anything.
какие-нибудь эффекты на карте? Убегающие имперцы,
Ха.
взрывы, уничтожаемые укрытия и .Т.П, дабы придать происходящему динамики.
Okay, that's a very interesting question by Rollners. So hold on a minute. So, Sark was like a drag queen. Oh, another one by...
he walked so slow.
В игре сейчас представлены
Так.
брони МК-4,
Да, да.
МК-2 и МК-3 можно будет увидеть.
Хороший вопрос,
И
кстати.
до ВР игру про рыцаря и титанов. Можно спокойно отдавать душу богу императору.
Okay, now a question by Rollners. Okay, so looking at the map, now me looking at the map, I got this question coming to my mind. Will there be any kind of special effects on the map, such as civilians running away, explosions? Actually, they have destroyable cover that you can destroy environment.
Right.
But what about
Yeah.
all these extra, bits and pieces?
Yeah, so a lot of that kind of set dressing effects and stuff, they're still in progress. As for civilians, I don't
Yeah.
think we're gonna have civilians running around
That
because
would be that'd be a lot of modeling that we just
Yeah.
don't have budget for.
yeah, and also because this is kind of like pretty soon after the kind of big disaster happens,
Yeah.
but we're going in kind of at the epicenter of where things are. So like anybody who was around would be dead and everybody else has fled, and we're heading underground.
Yeah. Okay, translating. Короче, значит, смотри, не, бегающих имперцев не будет, потому что, просто временной отрезок не тот. То есть все, кто был на поверхности, погибли, кроме спейс-маринов, потому что они в броне, да. А все те, кто не погиб, уже под землю свалили. И мы пытаемся тоже, собственно, под землю свалить, поэтому нет, то есть такого не будет. Но всякие свистелки-переделки там, насколько возможно, они сделают. Просто, понимаешь, моделить бегающих имперцев, там, горожан и так далее, это очень накладно, а у них как компания, команда не очень большая. Поэтому такое. Okay, the next question was by Virgili Meron. He's asking, now we got Mark IV armor. Will we be able to see Mark II and Mark III? And also, VR game about Knights and Titans. I would give my soul to the Emperor for that. Okay, so go ahead.
Yeah. As far as the other armor types, again, that would probably be post-game release expansion DLC.
Okay.
Mhm.
All
But
right.
yeah,
good.
I'd love to do Mark IIIs. I know we've got a couple of statues and a couple of later sets of the Mark III armor.
Yeah.
Mark
So
III
it's
armor.
mostly modeled.
Oh, yes, that's good.
Yeah, Mark II, probably not Mark II. That's a little too early.
Yeah.
I could maybe see doing a character who's still got some Mark II, but the Calth is a little bit too late for Mark II to be all over the place.
That's
But
true.
definitely some Mark III would be cool.
Окей, translating. Короче, он говорит, Марк 3, да, скорее всего, но в качестве DLC позже выйдет, да, вот Марк 3 Iron, которые, по-моему, даже на этой карте где-то есть. Сейчас I'm gonna try and find that statue of Mark 3. I think it was somewhere here in the map.
It might not be in
There
any
it
of the
is.
current levels.
No, it's not Mark 3. I think, no, wait, hold on. Is this Mark 3? No, I'm not sure. No, Mark III has these grills on the face. This is
Yeah.
not Mark III. This is the Ultramarines, some kind of
Yeah.
their own pattern. I'm not really sure what it's called.
Right.
Окей, translating. Короче, в общем, Mark III, скорее всего, будет как DLC. Mark II нет, потому что, ну, слишком она старая. То есть уже на Calth ее никто не носил. То есть он говорит, может быть, какой-то отдельный персонаж я могу себе представить, что он был бы в игре, но просто ради него одного делать смысла, короче, особого нету. Ой, блин, надо же сменить донатный гол. Okay, I totally forgot to change my donation goal. I'm sorry about that. Gonna do it now. Just give me a minute, guys. Sorry. Сбор средств. Сейчас мы сделаем остановить сбор. Вот так вот. И добавим. Так. Чего у нас давно не было, пацаны, интересного? Давайте-ка на... Чем мы там не можем туда пройти еще? Да, на Valkyria Chronicles. Слушай, точно, Даша такая у меня умная. Спасибо большое, так люблю. На стрим по Valkyria Chronicles. Во, да. Все, на стрим по Valkyria Chronicles. Причем я так в нее хочу поиграть, что мы на нее 10 всего соберем. Короче, поехали. Окей. Запустить виджет. Хоп-хоп-хоп. И сейчас мы его вставим в Donation Goal. Где там Money Goal? Money Goal. Вот он. There we go. Okay, good. All fixed now. All right. Valkyria Chronicles next up. Oh, go ahead, please. Sorry.
Somebody said ask about demons, and I'm gonna say every video game needs its big boss at the end. So.
Короче, спрашивали про демонов, будут ли демоны. Говорит, ну, мне кажется, в любой видеоигре должен быть крутой последний босс. Поэтому, окей, done. Окей, Рыбоёб возвращается, да, поиграем, короче, в Вальку. И Валька, и вампиры, и радуга, все будет. Не ссыте, пацаны. Окей, any other question you noticed that you enjoyed?
No. Well, somebody like joked like $20 for Mark III armor. I think we can get that price down a little bit.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
Probably if we added Mark III armor, it wouldn't be we wouldn't make you pay for it. Don't worry.
Yeah. $7 for Mark III and some guns. How about Gal Vorback? People are, I mean, some of these guys are really into Gal Vorback. I mean, I'm sorry.
I don't even know who that is.
Gal Vorback are especially a company of the word bearers that was stranded in a warp for well, what they perceived was like 3 months or something like that. In reality, they were gone for 10 years, and once they came back, they all came back possessed by demons. And instead of being slaughtered outright, Lorgar, he actually inducted them into the Legion and made them into their own separate unit. So he actually essentially made a pact with demons. And so, I mean, these guys, they had to cannibalize the entire civilian crew of their ship to survive. It was a pretty gruesome story about Gal Vorback, but they're cool. I mean, they actually developed their own tactics for their, abnormalities and mutations that they suffered at hands of demons. So they're interesting guys.
Yeah, they were one of the first word bearer factions that got tainted by the warp before it was chaos, right?
That's true. Yes. Yeah. And I think some of them did participate in the Calth atrocity. So entirely possible. Okay. Helicopter level boss. Okay. Now somebody's speculating. Son of Kitty is this the Bloodthirster?
No comment.
No comment. Yeah. What I usually say, I do official live streams for like Word Hunters, and sometimes people ask me questions. I go like maybe, maybe. So
no comment.
No comment. Yeah. Будет ли какой? Okay, now for the orcs. Ну нет, ребята, не будет DLC с орками. Okay, I'm gonna translate that. Will you have DLC with orcs? I said no because it's not the game about the orcs.
Yeah, right. No.
Yeah.
Legionary against Legionary. For now. Yeah.
For now, yeah.
Спасибо большое, Гарри. Good job with units, armor variations, etc. Marine. Will you continue developing that way, though?
Yes.
I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Very much so.
Yep.
Yeah. That's very, 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 very nice. But seriously, do like a shooting range with Warhammer weapons. Please.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, no, that would. Yeah. Keep that in mind. That'd be a cool thing.
that would be awesome. And actually, it could be a part of the. I mean, it could be one game, wave shooter, and that easily.
Yeah.
Time to ask about no, Desi. That's not a good question.
Demonic trains.
Demonic trains. Yeah, go ahead. Do you know about demonic trains too?
So yeah, so we actually have kind of a joke because our studio is next to the train tracks, and so when the train goes by and the horn blares, it's like, oh, there goes the demonic train again.
Они знают, короче, translating, они знают, что такое поезд, потому что у них студия находится рядом с железной дорогой, когда поезда проезжают, как бы чух-чух, они такие, о, демонический поезд поехал. Так что, да. Блин, мистер Дани, господи, забаньте его кто-нибудь, я вас очень прошу. Забань мистера Дани. Yeah, we just got somebody promoting his own channel. Not a good way to do promotion. Somebody's gonna get his ass banned. No. Okay, bye-bye, Danny. Самус, ага, ну да, я понял. Уже. Спасибо, Томтат. Ну что, ребят, еще интересные вопросы есть? So, I'm thinking, we've been on for like almost 2 hours. So, I'm thinking 10 more minutes, it should be fine. You know, while we still got a pretty good...
Sounds good?
Yeah, that
so,
sounds perfect.
Okay, guys, I'm going to start a timer. If you want to ask your questions to our guests, now would be a good time to do this. Так, 23:05. Короче, мы запускаем таймер, ребят, до конца. А то что-то это... пока народ не разбежался, короче, okay, I'm gonna move this timer down so it doesn't get in the way of the gameplay. Well, look, I got anti-aliasing down to ×2. It's still around 44 FPS. Well,
yeah,
probably because, okay, you know what? Gonna turn down resolution to full HD. Seriously, it's like a lot. Okay. It looks... Oh, now it lags hard. Look at this. I went down to 1080, and it's 10 FPS now. Wow, this is real bad. Hold on a sec. Let me go back to my original resolution. So,
yeah, that's...
I guess I should have changed that from the menu. Probably. And now it doesn't lag anymore. Look at this. The high resolution works. Oh, 660 FPS. Finally. This is funny. Did you notice that? Now it's 60. No, seriously, look at the footage.
Yeah, no, I'm watching it.
It's 60.
Yeah,
it's a solid 60 now. I never had the game run so smooth before. Wow.
That's hilarious. I wonder what happened there.
I don't know.
Huh.
You should, yeah.
We're gonna...
That's something for you to look into. I mean, that's funny.
Yeah.
Now it's a solid 60
say
finally.
That's something that we need to okay, because
yeah, that's funny. That's funny. But yeah, now it's, well, it kind of dropped down to, but still it's around 60. A much better frame pacing now than it was. Okay, so короче, чуваки, завтра, кстати, стрим тоже будет. Эта игра подталкивает купить телевизор 4K. Game Passage TV says, now this game wants me to buy a 4K TV. Actually, it does look pretty good in 4K. Seriously, even though me personally, you know, I would rather want textures to look more detailed, I guess. But in a VR game, still, even with these textures in place, it looks good in 4K. Seriously. Like internally at the studio, what do you run it on? I mean, what's your regular resolution that you're looking at? I mean, that you're using for the game. What do you run it on? Like 1080, 2K, 4K? What is it for you?
Typically 1080.
1080.
I think we have we have 2 2K monitors at the studio, and we do some testing on those sometimes. I don't think we have a 4K monitor right now, but we might have one coming.
Yeah.
But yeah, mostly on 1080s because that's standard.
Yeah.
Спасибо за ответ. В какие игры Павахи играли разработчики? Что понравилось? И как они относятся к иконе игр Павахи в эфире Warrior?
Okay, that was another duplicate question about what games, what video games you played based on 40K. So I'm gonna just repeat what you guys said before. Короче, не особо они ни во что не играли, кроме того, что Энтони играл еще в мобильную игрулю Death Watch. Кстати, она реально неплохая. Может быть, я даже по ней стрим сделал. Она же есть на ПК. И, соответственно, Firewire он когда-то видел, типа, у друга на компе, но ничего особенного его не впечатлило, потому что он, типа, любитель пошаговых игр на стол, а там, типа, вся херня, как бы, и так далее. Blood and Gore DLC, yeah, man, all the way. We should... look, I mean, the Creative Assembly did it. Why won't you guys do it? I mean, having Blood as a DLC thing?
Yeah, that might, I mean, that would be an option. I'll design.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't think we'd really thought of it in that. Every country has its own kind of, not restrictions, but like just things they don't like having. So we're trying to reach the largest audience possible.
Trust me.
Yeah.
But yeah, the DLC is probably a good workaround for that.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
And it would be really fun for me to texture.
Well, that's work. That funny comment by Alek Nikishin. You can probably read that yourself. Thanks so much for possibility to teabag Ultramarines.
You're welcome.
Okay, he's probably a little pissed about my other live stream where I teabagged the word bearers, and he's a fan. So you know, I'm sorry for that. We shouldn't have betrayed the Emperor, you asshole. You see, this is what you get. This is what happens.
Yep.
Okay. Мне нравится, как здесь Мара точно стреляет. Decius says, I really like how Space Marines are actually like accurate in this game, you know, unlike in some of the other games. Now, they are accurate. Sometimes they just do armor damage, you know, which is cool. And also, what I got to do is show you this animation that I really like. Is how when a Space Marine is getting shot, he's actually bracing for the impact. He's positioning his shoulder forward. That's a really nice touch. I really like that. And maybe you should do a couple more variations on that, you know?
Yeah, we do have a couple more of those. I think they're not picked up yet. So a lot of that is coming.
Yeah, it really adds to the atmosphere. And you don't see that.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen that in any other Warhammer game before. Even the Space Marine game, which was a big budget title, even though it's kind of old, but still for its time was a big budget title. And it had nothing of the sort. I mean, the Chaos guys were just standing there like idiots, you know, getting shot in the face by bolters. And these guys are actually bracing for the impact. This is good. Да, они переводить игру будут, да, на русский тоже переведут. Okay, so what VR headsets the game will support upon release?
On release, we have HTC Vive and the Oculus Rift. And those are the two main ones. We've heard fans say that it works on the Windows mixed reality headsets, but you can't teleport. So we're kind of looking into that, but it might not be an official support.
Okay. Forgive me. Forgive me about this question, but I must ask you, what programs do you use to make these awesome 3D models?
Oh, we use Autodesk Maya.
Oh, Maya. Okay. Industry standard.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Aaron uses Substance to do all the texturing.
Yeah, Substance Painter for texturing, and our engine is
Your engine is what? Unity?
Unity, yeah.
Yeah, I can tell. Ну да, короче, смотрите, Maya для 3D моделей, Substance what? Substance
Painter.
Oh, Substance Painter, thank you.
Yeah.
Substance Painter для текстур и, ну, движок у них Unity, соответственно. Ну, все делают на Unity, на самом деле. Нормально, загнались ребят по портам, да, есть такое. А вот. So, guys, are you more for Chaos, Imperium, or Xenos? What's your pick? Like deep inside your heart.
You know, Xenos, my favorite army is the Gene Stealer.
Oh,
So,
yeah, cool.
just because they're fun. And, yeah. I mean, I also have a Crimson Fist Primaris army, but,
Primaris Marines.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. I really like Mechanicus a lot.
They're cool.
Imperium. Yeah.
Yeah. Sadly, Imperium, but I am more fond of word bearers. I just also like robots.
Oh, so Dark Mechanicum.
Dark Mechanicum. Yeah.
AI, the heresy. The game crashed. The crash report folder named next to the game executable would be great if you'd send. Okay, I'm gonna send it to you right now.
Okay, thank you.
just crashed. Okay, I'm gonna launch the next mission. So we got 2 more minutes on the timer. So still okay. It was a good question. I totally ignored for some odd reason. About psychers. Will we have any psychers in the game?
Probably not.
Probably not. Okay, нет psychers.
Not in the. I mean, maybe as an expansion point, but not in the initial release.
Может быть в дополнение, но после этого. Can you make a game about Imperial Guard after that? Because he's look at this guy's nickname. You can tell he's a fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's tough. It's hard to. It'd be a really hard thing to do, like a first-person shooter, Imperial Guard, or something like that.
Yeah, fuck claim and die for the Emperor. I don't really know what he meant by claim, because this guy is really challenged with his English, but I'm sure it was something good. I mean, trust me, nobody's been trying to offend you so far. I mean, he meant something. I don't understand. Fuck claim and die for the Emperor. Claim. I'm really not sure. Okay, really random questions by Game Passage. Any chance of this game coming out for Linux?
So we don't have plans currently. I don't know what that would end up looking like, but I can find out.
Okay. Ну, в общем, пока не уверена, но они, типа, посмотрят. Может быть, и на Linux выйдет. В общем, она узнает. Как у них с фаньем по ФБ? В смысле, как с фаньем по мне? Didn't understand that. Game about Katie and tower defense genre. Oh, sweet gene stealers. Yeah. I totally forgot to translate your answers. I'm sorry. Ну, короче, в общем, они говорили, что Энтони нравятся генокрады, да, то есть, ну, из не имперских, а Эрин очень любит и механику. Здорово, несущий хлеб.
Игры про WH-40K.
Так.
В основном про период 41-го тысячелетия крайне мало появишься Хоруса, не говоря уже о периоде до нее. Вопрос. Хотели бы уважаемые разработчики сделать игру, стратегию про Великий Крестовый поход? Например, для начала кампанию против орков перед триумфом на уровне.
Okay, very interesting question by the one who brings bread. Okay, hi Sean. Most of the 40K games are about, late 40K, and very few involve the Horus Heresy, not to mention the period before that. So here's a question. My dear developers, would you like to make a strategy game about the Great Crusade? For example, the beginning of the company against the orcs and before the triumph at Ulanor.
God, that would be such a huge undertaking because the scale of the Great Crusade is so large.
Yeah.
I'm sure if we could find the right story in there, that'd be cool. I don't really feel like I can say much more about it. I'm not entirely sure that Games Workshop seems to want to be concentrating on the heresy and the current Dark Imperium stuff. So that might be a hard sell to them, but it could be worth a try.
Okay. Да, у него армия примарит,
кулаков. Как он мог опорочить священное наследие дорно-гулемановскими суррогатами?
It's a funny question by Virgilian Maron. He says, Primaris army for Crimson Fist? How could you ruin the sacred legacy of Dorne with these Gilliman surrogates? That's funny.
It's what I was told to do. It's not my fault. It's what I was told.
Мне, говорит, приказали, я не виноват, я служу Империуму. Yeah, so this is all in the good of the Imperium. Шон, как сказать так держать? Keep it up. They're asking how to say keep it up. Как так держать? Keep it up, guys. Okay, let me just give out the links to your social networks. Keep it up. This is how you say it, guys. So if you wanna, sorry, I keep forgetting to switch languages sometimes. Короче, если вы хотите поддержать, keep it up. Короче, можно сказать, если хотите так держать, игра хорошая, keep it up. It's a good game. Вот что вам надо сказать. Okay, now I'm gonna give out the links to your social networks at betrayal@calth.com. Вот, короче, сайт. Вот их сайт замечательных этих ребят. У них есть страница на reddit.com. Сейчас, одну секунду, сейчас мы ее закинем. Страница на reddit.com, и, наконец, у них есть Twitter. Да, у них есть Twitter. Вот. Ой, блин, I'm sorry about that. Oh. I opened the link instead of copying it. Вот их Twitter. И их Facebook. Вот и Facebook. Keep him up, he's good streamer. Okay. It's a good game. Yeah, he wrote that in Russian. It's a good game. Gilliman Surgets. Time to think about the new. Yeah. Okay. Desia says, Gilliman Surrogates. That's a good name for a new chapter, probably. Keep it up, boys. Yeah, Reddit doesn't work. What? Reddit doesn't work? Hold on, let me check that link for Reddit. Reddit, Betrayal Calth. It works, man. It works for me. Here. Работает. Вот. Вот, пожалуйста. Короче, да, вот вся хуйня. То есть здесь можете написать, прочитать. Они очень общительные. На самом деле, ну, как бы чуваки не зазвездились. Их там мало еще, чтобы зазвездиться. Вот, поэтому, ну, реально с ними очень приятно было общаться. Well, I guess this is it for today, guys. I really appreciate you coming for this live stream.
No, we
Thank
appreciate
you so much.
the chance to talk about our game. Great.
Yeah.
Maybe we can do this again after you know, introduce some more content to the game, and I will definitely stream it some more because I'm not done teabagging all the chaos scum.
Right, or we could set up a at some point or something.
Yeah, we could do that too.
Yeah. Good luck with the game.
Play against us.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. I would love to do that. That would be a great opportunity. Спасибо большое, ребят. I'm gonna just talk to my audience a little bit. Gonna disconnect you guys. Thank you so much for coming. That was a great opportunity.
Thank you for
Let's stay in touch and good luck. And don't forget, if you want me to voice some of your stuff, great discounts, guys. Great discounts. Remember.
All right. Keep it in mind.
This is my number. I'm gonna be in the town all week. All right. See you guys later and good luck with the game. It's a good one.
See you later.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Ну, короче, в общем, сегодня мы пообщались. Они реально очень вообще такие ребята нормальные. То есть даже несмотря на то, что они достаточно жестко, ну, видно, что, ну, их ограничивает лицензия, они не могут о других играх ничего сказать. То есть, ну им прям, ну, им хочется. Они так стараются, типа, как-то это, ну, скрыто, завуалированно ответить. Но они молодцы. То есть, ну, чуваки реально из небольшой студии, видите, их 25 человек, и только половина работает над игрой. Поэтому, на самом деле, то, что они делают, ну, круто. Отлично смотрится, и мне кажется, что мысли про себя поднял бабла. Почему, блядь? Они ушли, можно снова ездить на медведя. Не, их нихуя не смутило, они нормальные чуваки, там вообще все заебись. Прям очень, очень они веселые. Эти чуваки. Бля, мужик играет 27 лет, охуеть. Я вообще, блядь, как котенок по сравнению с ним, блядь. Это же просто... Ебанися, блядь, тетя Сися. Вот я думаю, что нам завтра стримить? Завтра, наверное, будет мародер, пацаны. Как насчет мародера? У нас сейчас... Короче, знаете, что, блядь, мы сделаем? Я сейчас... У нас есть... У нас есть, короче... Получается, на мародера... ну вот, у нас... Сейчас... Сидж. У нас собрано на Сидж, Vampire Masquerade и мародер. Еще мы собираем на Valkyria Chronicles. Я думаю, может быть, сделать... Давайте так. Я сейчас... Если мы сейчас до конца этого стрима соберем 5, то... Ну, в смысле, вот я еще 5 минут там подожду. То будет... Завтра будет мародер вечером. Если нет, тогда я завтра днем вешаю голосовалку, где вы можете выбрать, что будет: мародер, Vampire или Rainbow Six. Поэтому, короче, такое. Вот. Что думаете? Ну, смотрите, да, сейчас есть возможность, потому что я хочу немножко в мародера сыграть. Поэтому я говорю, давайте так, если сейчас 5 дособерем на этот гол, то я завтра пойду в мародера играть. Если нет, я тогда, ну, дам шанс как бы всем проголосовать и выбрать, во что мы играем дальше. Потому что на все эти игры как бы деньги собраны. И тут просто вопрос, в каком порядке я в них сыграю. То есть, понимаете? Так что яродер, блядь, ярар. Ну, судя по всему, мародер, да, тащит, короче. Вот, так что, как вы видите, деньги никуда не пропадают. То есть, вы понимаете, вы донатите по-любому на что-то, и это все потом... Хуй знает, а может и на мартир, блядь. А может, инквизитор мартир. Ну, там пока вроде контента особого нового не добавился. То есть, дело все в том, что... Killzone, кстати, блядь, да. Надо в Killzone еще же поиграть. Точно. Блядь, и Titanfall надо пройти. Да пиздец, игр дохуя, сука. Да хуя. Че сегодня, может, еще поиграем? Потому что так хорошо сидим, мне кажется, не нужно расходиться, пацаны. Во что бы нам еще сегодня ебануть? Может, сегодня поиграем? Может, давайте так. Добиваем донат до 5. И тот, кто добивает донат до 5, выбирает, во что я сейчас пойду играть. Сейчас я список опубликую. Короче. Titanfall 2. Да пройдем. Killzone 2. Да, Titanfall или Killzone, может, как вы считаете, пацаны? Ну выберите, блядь, что-нибудь придумайте, сука. Я не знаю, что делать, давайте. Орден пневмохуев. Не, тяжелой техники тут не будет пока что, потому что у них по лицензии, видите, у них просто легионеров дохуя разных видов и мастей. Дредак и терминаторы. Вот. Может быть, ответ на... Человек работает постоянно, 12 человек смен, 12 человек смен. Пытаются дошком и энергетиком, так что работают все. Fire Warrior, блять, а может и Fire Warrior. Давайте так, я могу и Fire Warrior. Добейте до 5 сейчас вот этот донат. И хуй с ним. Пойдем, я пойду, бля, в Fire Warrior. Мне похуй вообще, короче. Давайте. Без проблем, у вас есть возможность, блядь. Я же ебанутый, я сделаю. Кстати, у нас Sudden Strike, слушай, да я в него толком не играл. У нас... Я, кстати, еще покажу вот именно эту настолку, с которой они делают ее. 2 сервитора. Titanfall, да, там, кстати, уже недалеко до конца игры. Так что, может быть. Goodbye and good luck, да. В общем. Или уже отдыхать на сегодня пойдем. Вот, кстати, смотрите, какая пиздатая армия из этого Betrayal от Calth. Ну, меня просто уже мары подзаебали. Хотя, конечно, классная бронька, да, Максимус. Но Марк 4 это все, конечно, прекрасно. Но, блин, меня просто мары уже, не мары остаебенили мне. Ну, то есть, допустим, вот Кустодос мне нравится, что это не мары. Хотя они тоже в силовой броне, но это как бы круче маров. Да, тут пластик, конечно, пиздец в этом наборе. Просто немерено. С ума сойти. Снова, слышишь, надо... Ну, короче, донатов нет, блядь. Что делать-то? Отдыхать надо, я жрать хочу, кстати. Я сегодня еще в Аху играл. За завтра, на самом деле, это... Завтра, я думаю, что, наверное, может быть, даже 2 стрима сделаю. Посмотрим, как пойдет. Мне надо пойти доделать сценарий, короче. Пизду, давайте-то отдыхать, наверное, сегодня уже, да? Сегодня только четверг, завтра работать. Мне надо пойти доделать сценарий для Бладрейвенов, ебучих, блядь, блядских уебков. И... Ну, потом можно уже будет это... Завтра, короче, завтра постримим. Потому что у нас уже начался монтаж. То есть у нас там 13 страниц сценарий по Бладрейвенам. Я, ну, как бы проверил только 10. Исправил. Еще 3 страницы надо доработать. И там, ну, то есть уже Ваня Гребень начал монтаж. Вот, предмонтаж, как бы, пока без озвучки. То есть у нас как происходит? Мы пишем сценарий сначала. Там я потом его еще финально редактирую. Мы там высматриваем все, комментим его. Ну, с Максом Чубаром на пару делаем. И, соответственно, потом он идет в черновой монтаж. Несущий хлеб, спасибо. А только потом я его озвучиваю. И тут
так что
белый монтаж.
Про Лымар. Ты не перевел.
Да, извини.
Давай до 1 ДЦ, прямая черта СС. Ты же хотел после мучительного стрима по ДО 3.
Короче, значит, смотри. Объясняю. Значит, про Уланор, ну... Нет, про Уланор как бы пока что ничего не планируется. То есть есть только как отдельная игра, но это пиздец, говорит, нужны бюджеты, чтобы это сделать. Потому что, ну, реально там, блядь, огромная как бы тема, огромный конфликт. И, соответственно, пока что они это не планируют. То есть только если они много денег заработают, тогда да. Тогда можно. Но в остальном, конечно, нельзя. Вот. Так что, да. Давайте уже отдыхать, чуваки. Вот. Спасибо вам большое. Это было охуенно, на самом деле. Сегодня весело постримили. Завтра, короче, анонс будет. Я что-нибудь пикну. Вы не переживайте. Это было действительно заебато, весело. Очень классно пообщались. Спасибо, что не опозорили меня перед разрабами. А то они с нами уже разговаривать бы в другой раз не стали. А так, смотрите. Бучер, нихуя себе, блядь. Ой, Бучер, ты заебал. Ты что творишь-то, блядь?
Прости за вендетту.
Сука.
Меня мучает чувство вины.
Блядь,
это мои извинения.
Он сегодня, короче, мы сегодня с Саньком играли в Ваху. И у меня что-то упала какая-то хуйня на пол. А мне неудобно было долезать, стол мешал. Я говорю, блядь, Сань, помоги, пожалуйста. И он, короче, за ней полез быстро, блядь. И у него сумка на поясе. И он, короче, вендетту мою сцепил, самолет. И она нахуй со стола полетела. У нее не то, что крыло оторвалось, у нее оторвался пилон, на котором крыло крепится, и хвост нахуй. Причем хвост на пазах, на таких маленьких, они нахуй обломались оба. Я сидел там на сопли его, блядь, приклеивал. Короче, я такой, сука, пидор кривой, ты что делаешь, пидорас? Ну, я же человек эмоциональный. Я потом, правда, извинился, говорю, Сань, ладно, ты тоже, блядь, извини, как бы хуй с ним. Бывает, блядь. Но он, видишь, теперь это... Но сегодня, кстати, Санек вайпнулся уже не на 3-м ходу, а на 5-м. Вот. И тоже, ну, он стабильность 2 киллпоинта он сегодня набил, короче. У меня... Но сегодня вообще лол был. То есть у меня рак кубов, у него рак кубов. Просто ебаный кошмар. И, короче, у меня танки нихуя не делают, вендетты никуда не попадают. Блять, конскрипты зато убили 5 ХСМов, 5 Чоузенов захуярили. И, блять, апостолы еще запиздили штыками, блять. Просто пиздец, конскрипты. У них БС-5, блять, плюс. ВС-5 плюс. Нахуй там эти штыками. Бля, это очень смешно было, блять. Саня, а ты не хочешь завтра еще сыграть? Бля, может реально это постримить? Это просто, да, Сань, короче, тащит. Спасибо, Гер, лично раз все понравилось. Ну, Сань, ну... Донат-то ты такой нихуёвый занес. Надо как-то это... Что-то тоже придумать. Ой, блядь, я тебе, короче, сейчас наберу, Сань. Что-нибудь решим. Все, ребят, спасибо большое. Это был охуенный пиздатый стрим. Вот, надеюсь, что вам понравилось. Завтра стрим по-любому будет. Ждите анонс подробного. И всем респект, всем уважуха. Короче, будем следить за развитием Betrayal at Calth. Да, то есть мы все сможем, ну, как бы, с ними еще с ребятами пообщаться и так далее. В общем, поэтому всем респект, всем уважуха. Чуваки, давайте отдыхать. Все, до завтра, пока-пока.